OBS updated, and every time it does that. It's okay. We got everything on the thing. There we go.
Thanks, OBS.
We're all fixed now. Okay, we're done.
So, going to do kind of a quick recap of where things went. Some of you may remember this, some of you may not. But I believe we started with three-way, and
Accurate.
it's basically Thais went home, discovered Percy and Roman wanted to have a talk, and we're not that interested in talking once all the details got worked out. So they're a three. Then Raven slept in her car.
It did. It's a very important point to not forget. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Jason.
Her hotel room had been expired because it turned out you all were gone for a week in the afterlife.
Yes.
And what happened in the morning?
I had gone back to see if my stuff was still at the hotel.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Oh, all your money's just gone. I don't know how that happened." So then I cursed him.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I like the look down.
He's very gassy.
Yeah. Yes, he's super gassy. And then, because I wasn't that worried about the money, but we're just like, "You're a dick. I'm a wizard."
Yeah.
And then went back to my car, and then Thais came and found me, and then I went with her.
Yeah. And we were at Garth's for a little while. The night before, Internet had blessed Garth's business, and it started getting a lot of attention, including from known entertainer Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Snoop D-O-double-G.
Yeah.
Is he not Snoop Lion anymore?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, good to know.
Not in this timeline.
This timeline, Snoop Dogg. He tweeted about it and, was letting everyone know that that's his favorite shop in L.A. And in the morning, there were lines around the corner, huge festival atmosphere, tons and tons of people. Everyone wanted to have their picture taken. Kenzie spent the night there?
I believe so. Kinsey slept in the garden, actually.
Oh, yeah, Kenzie. And grew out his enormous beard.
Yes. His enormous,
Majestic.
his majestic few whiskers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's not a beard man.
Nope. No.
He also was propositioned on the beach by the internet.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, Kenzie was given the opportunity to switch teams.
Yes.
And jumped at the opportunity.
Kinsey likes all kinds of teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned that the internet functions kind of like a monotheistic religion in that there are spirits and angels sort of things.
Yes.
But the internet itself is sort of reigns supreme. So
Makes sense.
And also, the internet didn't care that Kinsey believes in lots of different things.
yeah, the internet doesn't judge.
Yeah. No, it does not.
Has no grounds for
Even when sometimes it should.
Everything happens on the internet.
Accurate.
Then let's see. So we had the sleepover. You slept upstairs. You slept on.
I slept on his bed.
Oh, on his bed.
That's very good.
Because he was like going to make up the bed for you, and
Yeah, he's like, "I'll sleep on the couch if you want." Okay.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cool.
Good job, Cardi.
bed is
No
more
resistance to that. Thais also slept in a bed.
Covered in a pile of boys, thanks to someone's flask prank.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Hashtag Raven Wingman.
Yeah.
So in the morning,
That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
oh boy. In the morning, we had all kinds of shenanigans going on at the shop. People lined up, party atmosphere, as I said, and Garth was able to hand off some of the running of the shop to his assistant, Allison, and she basically took over, hit the ground running. She's going to do a real good job. And you all set off to face head-on the threat that has been looming for several episodes, the threat of this horrible chemical that the science pantheon basically your nemesis. All of you decided that this was the one most important thing that threatens the existence of the world, the existence of all gods and pantheons everywhere, and ultimately humankind as a group. Because if they succeeded, it would end up wiping out everything.
Super
TLDR.
focused.
Too long to hear.
And you all took that threat head on, I believe.
Yes.
According to the timeline, we did not. We did the right thing in the right order. It's fine.
We completely did not get sidetracked and go to Asgard and have a battle with Loki and a giant snake.
They sent snakes. Like, if you send a snake, we will respond.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay.
true. It's true.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did that get erased too?
No.
No.
I do
Okay,
not
just
read
right before. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, sorry. I'm skipping ahead. I'm not good.
But yeah,
It's all coming back to me.
so what actually happened is rather than go after the world-threatening danger looming on the horizon, we went to Asgard to chase down some daddy issues. And
You knew that was going to happen in this party.
Yeah.
Right.
Daddy issues are a thing.
absolutely. And when we got there, it turned out that Loki had basically taken on the task of intentionally distracting you, and it worked.
Yeah.
Shocking. So surprising.
You got tricked by a god. It doesn't feel like a big L. That's
Whose specialty is tricking people.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
literally his job
Yeah.
is burning things and tricking people.
Right.
And poison.
Yeah.
He's terrible. But while we were there, shenanigans, fights, arguing, Thais intimidated him,
That's 2, by the way.
Yeah.
I have a little thing of how many gods I've intimidated.
and he basically spilled the beans on the plan, and that the landfill in Riverside is going to be, ground zero of the Science Pantheon's move to try to, first of all, reveal the existence of gods and goddesses, and thereby destroying their reality because they need to be believed in and not known. Right? That's sort of that's just the premise of demigods in general. So the it's actually fourth wall breaking that the Science Pantheon doesn't want this game to exist.
Nice.
Rude.
So jerks.
They're the only ones.
Yeah.
Hashtag not all science, though.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Hashtag not all science.
Amazing.
You have been aided so far
Amazing.
by Raven's mom, behavioral science.
Or is it no tall science?
Both.
Yes.
No tall sign.
Language arts approved.
Yes.
Not a science.
It is too. Linguistics is a science.
It's
Linguistics
soft science.
is.
Yes.
It's a science.
I'm just kidding. I don't care how you classify these things. Don't at me.
You are going to be in trouble with the English majors.
I am one. I can say whatever I want. It's my license to make up words. So the fight in Loki's bedroom basically devolves to our Rock Boy and Tree Man. Is that what we called you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was.
Rockman and
Yes.
Tree Boy.
Yes.
Boy and Tree Man.
Yeah.
Fighting Asgardian guards. Asgards. And that was going to be
So
a long, ongoing battle, as like Valhalla's just down the hallway, like just infinite warriors.
Kill all you want. We'll make
Yeah,
more.
yeah, like
Just
that's-
send them right back in.
Yeah, it's just not going to work. So, in the meantime, Raven was called to look in the nightstand, found a giant fang.
Nope.
Oh no, you had a giant
Yeah,
fang.
I found
you found
the
the
hilt,
the
yes.
hilt of a knife.
Yes.
I was watching this video again and watching me not say the word hilt,
Yes.
and I was like, hilt. Say hilt, asshole. Say it.
I thought you were specifically not saying that so that I wouldn't like. I thought you were being smart.
In that moment, I could not think of the word hilt.
Okay.
It's a lot like Sigil.
Yeah.
I know you were about to go for it.
I was about to go there.
Yeah, she got it. Yeah.
Coach.
Nice.
We love you, Jason.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm all right.
Oh.
Yes, sigil was the other word Jason was trying to
It's like
get.
a symbol.
Yeah,
the game
It's like
before.
a-
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Symbol.
could not remember.
Where I just, my brain can't pull the right word out when I need it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
Later.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
always comes later. It's
English
fine.
science is working well for you.
Yep, sure is.
That's what you get for not thinking language arts is a science. So.
Sure. Anyway, Raven found that the handle, the bottom part of the grabby part of a knife,
Yes.
Yes.
the not stabby part,
Hold'ems, I think is what they
the
call them.
hold'ems. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
The hold'ems and the ouchies.
Yes.
And Thais came to the decision that we needed a do-over.
Yep.
Right. Now, it's important to understand that really the nature of your ascension move is that you watched all of this spool out, and so on some level it was all a dream, right? You don't actually rewind time.
Okay.
It's you watched this whole thing play out, and went, "What? Don't go in the portal." Right? I think is where we came back to, right?
You just gave me like the last Twilight movie as a power, and I don't know how I feel about that. We'll talk about it later.
I've never seen it,
You're better for it.
but
Also, the entirety of Dallas.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that one
Spoilers.
season.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I
But-
don't know that.
Anyway,
That's
the
an older reference in my life.
for reference, let's read your ascension move.
Oh god.
Ascendance move. And by the way, for those just tuning in for the first time in episode 9, I don't know, you do you.
Yeah.
An ascendance move is a big kick-ass thing that your character can do up to 3 times. After they use it the 3rd time, they are done being in the mortal world. They're too divine, their mortal essence flakes away, and off they go to their pantheon to be a god full-time. They're too powerful to be in the mortal realm. And this was your 2nd use of that.
Yeah.
Each time you use it, you get weirder and
Yep.
harder to deal with mortals and all that kind of stuff. So, why don't you read what your ascendance move says?
Cool. Time slows down for you as every thread spools out before you. Step calmly through the mayhem, predicting every twitch and gust of wind to set things back on the course you determined is correct. Which is totally the thing that you explained. You're good.
But if nobody has anything else recappy,
I have a question.
yeah,
So do I still have my knife then?
yes,
Okay.
inexplicably.
Inexplicably.
I think we had described that you had taken the knife.
Well, I had the fang, but now suddenly it has a hilt. A
Yes.
hilt.
Yeah. What's a hilt?
Right. The handle. The what do you call them? Hold'ems.
Oh, the hold'ems. Yeah. You have a hold'ems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I touched the hold'ems and grabbed it in my vision,
Right.
I get to keep it because of reasons.
Nice. Okay.
Perfect. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Supernatural doesn't have to make sense.
No.
Yeah.
However, is there any other recap we should cover that I've forgotten or skimmed over?
I don't think so.
What were you doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What was carrying?
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am satisfied.
Okay. So the minor retcon is that
So do they remember? Does everyone remember
No.
the thing?
Cool.
Neat.
no.
Even better.
But here's what happens. You had this feeling of like fast forward, and then you're like, nope, rewind. We don't need to do any of that. And so it's also important from Thais's point of view to understand that like you made the choice to undo intimidating Loki and undo visiting that room at all, and also undo tipping off Loki that you know what's up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing.
Okay, so there's a balance of give and take here.
Cool.
But because you grabbed it in your vision, you did not undo the hold'ems.
Sweet. All right.
And for some reason, that appears in your hand. From everyone else's point of view, nothing's happened.
I've been doing a lot of hand magic.
Yeah.
But we still fought the snake and
Practicing.
all that stuff.
Downstairs, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just everything that happened in Asgard is Etch-a-Sketch.
Not real. Okay.
So
Question.
from
Go ahead. Do I still have burn marks? Like, do I have like burn damage? Cool. Yeah, and just like sunburned, which is crazy.
You're suddenly sunburned and
Yeah.
holding a hill.
Hold them.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
And a sunburn.
So, for the rest of us, we fought the snake.
Yes. You came upstairs.
Yeah.
And we
we
got ready to
vanquished
go
the
through the
snake.
bower, and Thais went, wait! All right, but we need to pause there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So our cool conversations still happen too, where you like talk to me into going, and okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. But, Thais, when you tell everyone to hold on,
My stomach just dropped out. I just want you to know that my
When Jason uses that voice, you're like,
Yeah.
did my voice change?
It did.
Yeah, the fails are coming. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be bad.
The scene kind of grinds to a halt, and there's this gauzy white haze over everything, almost like a mist filling the room, but it feels like you should be able to reach out and touch it if you wanted to. And that haze gets thicker and thicker, and suddenly you realize you can't see the garden at all. And I'm going to just go ahead and read this.
Okay.
There's a tradition in Apocalypse World style games called the Love Letter, and this is one of those. It's been 20 years since you were sure about anyone's motives around you. You were 14 when you first saw your parents' eyes glaze over because you clenched your jaw and demanded they take you to that Lauryn Hill concert on a school night. 1998.
Yeah. That was my shit.
There was no getting out of it. You had to go to that concert. And sure, you know whether people are telling the truth, so they mean it when they profess their love, but were they influenced by your presence? Did they really mean it? Now, in this haze, your power spools out around you like ripples on a pond. You are the source, the seer and the one who is seen. You've manipulated the flow of time twice now, and... Kimmy, will you read, please?
What?
We're all going to miss Thais. Thais can be described in one word.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take these now.
Love. She personified love to everyone she knew. To so many of her fans, she was the ideal of self-love. They modeled themselves after her greatness. To a lucky few, she embodied romantic love, and they were always forever changed by that experience. And to a few of us, a very lucky few, she shared with us motherly love and the love of family. Whatever form it took, Thais' love was always like stepping into the warm sun after a cold winter morning.
Stop there. You hear that as the haze starts to thin, and you see, kind of looks like rows, maybe they're pews. Haze gets thinner and thinner, and you realize, yeah, you're definitely looking inside a church.
Yeah.
And you see Roman and Percy sitting in the front pew, holding hands and wiping tears away. Connor is asleep in Kenzie's arms next to them. The twins sit together. They're sad, but their eyes are dry as they watch Aunt Raven eulogize their mother. Then the boys shift their gaze, and you watch as their vision parts the veil. And they look at you.
Oh God.
They look at you
Yeah.
watching them. Otto mouths to you, "It's okay, Mommy. We always loved you."
Oh God.
Remy adds, "But we know you have to go." Then their tears start properly as they turn and hide their faces in each other's shoulder. Will the deceased please roll judgment?
Oh my God. No. I'm going home.
Yeah, just keep
yeah.
I'm gonna keep that. That's a 14.
Still judge.
Very judgmental even in death. More so.
You realized all of them, they always loved you, all along. No compulsion, no powers that made them do it. The question is finally answered. Your family loves you, and your power to protect them surges. And You'll be rolling with Fate's favor until sunrise or sunset.
Okay, cool. Yay. Well, I would like to sit here quietly for a while. You're a monster.
Raven. The girl on the swing whooshes, delighted, as she swoops forward. That's funny, the little girl says, her big smile beaming back at you. I've never met anyone else named Raven before. You're standing in the playground at the orphanage. The orphanage. Shoes gritting in the sand as you push the little girl higher on the swing set. Mm-hmm. You watch as her long, inky black hair streams out behind her. The orphanage staff are at a distance, but nearby just in case you need anything. You know they're under the impression that you're here to interview and be interviewed by the little girl with a strange affinity for birds. Mm-hmm. The sky is blue, the temperature is mild, and a light breeze wafts the loamy scent of the nearby woods to you. Trickster moves don't roll dice, and neither will you for this love letter. You must simply decide. Will this version of Raven, the younger you, come home and be raised by you? Or will she remain and repeat the cycle as you remember it? This paradox will not unhinge your life as you've lived it, and you know this for a fact.
Wow. And this is after everything.
This is, you went upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Thais said, don't go through the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then your vision went white.
Mm-hmm. And now I
you're
see myself.
at the playground.
And I know that it won't change me.
Correct. It will not undo anything you've done in your life.
Yeah, I think I'd take her. I think, especially after my time with Thais and like family and seeing what that is, I think I'd be brave enough to make that decision now. I don't think my character would have at the beginning, but I think after, yeah, I think I would.
Okay. Well, your reward is you have a little daughter.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Okay. That'll end well.
Oh boy.
We're going to say she's about 8
Okay.
at this part, because this is before the bullying got bad. This is before
Okay.
things got real weird,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And so she really was doing pretty well, just like bummed that
Yeah.
she didn't have a family yet.
Right. Okay.
But now she does.
Okay.
There's a brief little montage of, you walking hand in hand back to the office of the orphanage, and they're getting ready to do the paperwork, and grown-up Raven just like, you can take care of the paperwork.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Wow.
Eve. You've seen the universe and come back with heart and mind full. But you return to find your friends scattered to the multiverse. As you get close, you can see these threads fucking scattered. What are they doing? They should not be doing that. After so much time in Valhalla, Karen has been called on to run some errands for them. You know they want to poach her, but that'll be up to her. For now, your other friends are a mess. But that's okay. Your time growing up in a commune dedicated to the pursuit of science taught you more than a thing or two about organizing data when it gets out of hand. Will you roll? I think it's metal, please.
Oh God, I'm not good at that one.
That's all right. You're using magic, but you're having to do it in a way that you're not used to.
But is it perform under pressure?
Uh-huh.
Okay, can Mr. Whately help?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
Mr. Whately.
Whoa. Okay. So I get a +1 from him. Okay. New dice. Don't bone me.
Let's go.
All right.
7, 8.
Okay. So you manage to gather up all of these disparate timelines. You're like, oh, no, scoot. But you need to pick someone to be Fortune's Fool.
Oh no.
I'll explain what that is after you pick.
I have to just choose one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know who would volunteer?
Well, I do have a kid,
Yeah.
I feel like.
You've got 2. 3 now. Yeah.
I'm saying it's sort of a foolish thing. Sure. She'll take a kid, no problem. I'm totally emotionally equipped for that.
Wait, let me look at my tangles real quick.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, none of your friends will blame you.
And they also won't know it's your fault.
That's true. They won't know it's my fault. I am gonna pick Kenzie because I feel like he would understand. Like, I could tell him that I had to do that, and he would be like, "Yeah, I would have told you to do that."
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
my tangle with him is that I trust him explicitly.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Little sis.
So,
Little squid sis.
Kenzie,
Uh-huh.
when your vision whited out,
Uh-huh.
it came back fairly quickly, and you are at the funeral service, the memorial service for Thais, holding Connor in your arms, and Thais' visit is not visible to you, but you have all of the memories of losing Thais and the time since then, and in fact another 5-6 years of mourning that, and helping Percy and Roman and the boys and all of that, and being there for them. Very difficult time in everybody's life. Very turbulent, painful, difficult time. And when the mist snaps back for you, that pain is going to make some difficult rolls for you.
Uh-huh.
And I will occasionally have you roll 3 dice, but you won't know ahead of time.
Okay.
Okay? And you'll roll 3 dice and take the worst 2
Yes.
as your bad memories catch up with you. Bad memories of a timeline that didn't happen.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay.
I feel so bad.
I would have wanted you to choose me.
And Garth's story will come later.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
And I just have to check one thing.
Chat, say something nice really quick, please.
We're having sad feels.
Yeah, all the feels earlier when Jason texted me. He's like, "So, can you write a eulogy for Thais?"
Oh my god!
Yeah, right?
Okay, crap.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not cool, sir.
Can I have one of those?
What would have? No, I'll ask later.
Thank you.
This is gonna be like a 3-hour debrief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever, I didn't cry while I was reading that.
That's fine.
Okay.
The last 2 times at Happy Jack's has ended with me crying, or has occurred with me crying. So
We got the
it's
feels.
good. I know,
That's
right?
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
So, the mist clears. You all have the memories of what just happened. There is a little girl holding Raven's hand. And Thais is saying,
That's not where we're supposed to be. We need to go to Riverside. And her eyes are still rose-golded over. That's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ooh, question. Am I there?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, also, I was supposed to ask you about a recording and whether we're going to play that or not.
I didn't listen to it.
Oh, okay.
So, no.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry. I didn't do my homework, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, sorry. Where were we?
Did Garth get the funeral vision as well? I wasn't.
You were at the funeral,
Okay.
but it's less... like, you don't have all the memories of, like, how we got there and then the timeline after. That's what Kenzie's special gift is carrying that weight.
Okay.
But I've got your letter as
Sure.
loaded for later.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, all of you are in Garth's garden, and here we are.
That's a little girl. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Raven.
Hi, Raven. I'm Kinsey.
He's cool. You can trust him.
And I just I hold my hands out to her, and then I open them up, and there's a little onyx raven carving.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
So,
Welcome.
these are like my best friends. So you can trust all of them. They're cool. So
Okay.
they're good people to trust and listen to and stuff.
Kenzie, roll 2 dice for me.
Just 2?
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Okay.
She's kind of like, oh, this seemed like a really great idea a few minutes ago. This is cool. It's totally fine.
Yep.
This is cool.
The
Yeah.
little girl, apparently precocious as heck,
Shocking.
looks at the thing for a minute, and then she doesn't frown, but you can tell she's like thinking about it, and then like her instinct to speak takes over her carefulness. And she says, "Well, actually, because of the rough here, this is more of a crow rather than a raven. Because like a raven would have a little bit of a different part here." And like she's explaining
That's so
the
good.
biological difference between a crow and a raven,
Nice.
based on what you
Treasure
handed her.
Nice.
Amazing.
Adult Raven's like, oh, hey, that was pretty smart.
Can I read the leave on this sweet, sweet child?
Yeah.
Cool. Yay! All right, that's 11.
An 11 with 7 on the dice.
Yeah.
That's a real good.
That's 4. Cool.
What would you
Let's
like to
cut
ask?
to the quick on that one. Oh wait, that's just 11. How does this person factor into our weave?
You get this like, you know, the like guitar speaker feedback.
Yeah.
Like a mental version of like, you know, your head
Cool.
whips back, and you're like, oh, there's 2
Yeah.
ravens.
Got it. Cool. That's
Yeah.
all I needed to confirm. Was just like, whoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's,
I had to give you a look like, okay,
I couldn't leave her.
you're right.
Yeah. I'm going to need so much help with this. Like, so much help. Okay.
I've got you. And she
Okay.
just starts crying and hugs you.
Okay, yeah. And I just,
No.
like, hug and then try and, like, look cool and adult
Yeah.
for the kid. Okay.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, everything's cool. Everything's okay. We're going to have to figure out what to call each other.
Well,
Yeah.
your mommy.
Yeah. All
Good
right.
luck.
All right. Sure. These are Mommy's friends. Yeah.
Parents and children seem to be appearing with increasing frequency lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are in the garden. This is where children come from.
Don't touch any of the stuff.
Yeah,
like
what is
nothing.
up with this place?
We should
I didn't
go.
ever had any kids show up here before.
It's a literal kindergarten in here, and I don't like it.
Garden. That's good.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Needed a joke. Still emotionally vulnerable. There we go.
Do they have trackers for them or something? Can you put something on them? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Don't think for a second there's not.
Okay.
Welcome back, Eve.
Yes.
Where
Hi.
did you come from?
Ooh, a lot of places.
You weren't here a few seconds ago, right?
No.
Did you come from the same place as the little girl?
No.
No. I was in Valhalla and you guys were doing everything wrong.
It's debatable.
Not everything.
And like checking like
Fighting a snake? Like, what?
No.
We-
I was at the orphanage.
Listen, I've been a lot of places in time recently.
You can't not do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
How did your date go?
Wait.
Like,
Yeah.
I go over and I put my hands over little Raven's ears.
Yeah.
and you guys have never seen Eve blush before, and it happens, but she doesn't blush like a regular person.
Of course.
She bioluminesces, so it
Yes.
looks like all her blood just filled up with starlight.
Yes. That is
Like,
amazing.
it was super good. And then just starts, like, word vomit at you. Like, we went to the Space Squid Aquarium on Baltaron 6, and then we sailed into the Sky Kingdom on Caliphaeus, and Karen started a library party at the Great Library of Seleneo, which houses the stone tablets that, contain all the secrets stolen from the Great Old Ones.
Of course, of course.
And then we watched a supernova from a beautiful nebula while I explained, like, all about quantum science to her. She was kind of stoned, but she seemed like she really liked it. And then for my birthday, we went to Valhalla, and I got to meet Odin. And we partied with all of the warriors. It was super fun.
Nice.
When was your birthday?
Yesterday, question mark?
Did Odin mention me?
Yeah, you do remember there was there wasn't a commotion because you guys never went to Valhalla. You
Right.
never went to Asgard. But there was a moment where Odin's good eye was like, huh? No, it's all right.
Yeah.
The one eye twitched.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did you see the part where I intimidated Loki?
Did I see that part?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That was good. Good job.
Thank you.
That was really awesome.
As long as that didn't go away, because that was fucking amazing.
It was very cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What'd
Happy
you guys
birthday.
do? Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I have a kid who's
I saw.
me. It's weird. It's
Yeah, she's
complicated.
you from a different timeline.
Yeah.
Does she know that she's you from a different timeline?
She thinks I'm mom. I don't know. Does that make her nose bleed?
Probably not.
I'm gonna wait until probably is definitely not because I don't want her brain to melt yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could explain about different timelines
my
and
brain
quantum
melting,
time and
that's
whatnot.
Does anyone have my cell phone?
No.
Or can I borrow somebody else's cell phone?
Sure. Yeah. So,
Yeah. You have two phones.
Dude, so many phones.
I say the phrase that starts out, okay, something.
Yeah.
Cool, it's an
yeah.
iPhone.
So,
It does not respond to that.
okay,
Yours is garbage. Okay. Okay, Internet. What did I miss?
You get a video on YouTube, which looks like the trailer for a movie
Uh-huh.
of 4 people like kicking down a bedroom door and just beating the crap out of a fire god. And
Nice.
you don't really recognize the 4 people, but a bunch of that happened.
That's awesome.
Wow. Fun.
But also, you'll recall the funeral.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about that. Huh.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
Where did
interesting.
this tiny person come from? I still have extra
Uh-huh.
questions. I'll just ask them every now and then.
What year was Raven born?
I don't know.
I think you
Okay.
said
Math.
she was-
How old is she now?
29?
29?
Do math.
Okay.
97. 41
Yeah.
years ago, it'd be 1997. So 89.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job.
That's cool.
Okay, so 1997. This person comes from 2005.
Okay.
Oh, no, saying she would have been born in 89.
Oh,
Pulled
89.
Pulled her out of from 1997.
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Nice. Okay.
Raven's busy Googling child tracking devices.
Yeah. I don't think this person will like me.
Oh, that's a great
That's a
question.
really good question.
Huh. I'm going to think about that.
Cool. No problem.
I mean, she's 8, so candy.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I mean, there's that, but we
Yeah.
want to. I assume you mean
Yeah.
than
Like-
than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Raven will be my friend in all timelines.
Yes. All of them.
Well, happy birthday, Eve.
Thanks, Kenzie.
So we're not going
No.
to Asgard.
Nope.
Why
We've
though?
been-
I
Just
kind
distraction.
of want to get there.
I understand.
We should go there after the science apocalypse.
It's definitely that's the B plot.
All right. Well,
A plot is the thing that will kind of unmake your dad.
well, I guess I will defer to this.
Yeah, it's best to trust Tace and stuff like this. When she's adamant about something not happening, you should really
So it looks significantly
Also-
weirder than you did a second ago. Like, something's happened.
Yes.
Please trust me.
Also,
Something I
you're
should add.
very likely to get a new child or parent very soon. It seems
That's a fair point.
As
Yeah.
long as you stick around here, definitely.
Ooh.
For the arcane, Karen also. So we know that you have a voicemail, and having listened to that, she explained a little bit, and you have a copy of the silver coins that she would rub together,
Aw.
which is how one she wanted you to have something while she has to go do this thing. But it was part of how you were able to draw all these timelines together.
Yeah.
And so just keep that in mind that you have those.
Oh,
For right
awesome. Yay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
because I am curious.
Those are used to go to
Because I'm very
Afterlife,
sad right now, and I'm not exactly sure why.
And she gives you a hug.
Thank you. Don't die.
Oh, yeah, not the goal.
I don't remember the funeral tale.
No.
Okay.
Eve
Why would
also
she
gives
wait?
you a hug. You just like
Wait, why would
tentacle.
Little tentacle comes around.
why would Tace die? Wait, what?
We need to go and deal with this thing. We
Nope.
should go. How
Yeah.
do we go? Who's driving?
I would actually like none of you to die. If you could please make sure you don't.
Cool.
Can't you make us walk through a tree or something?
Oh yeah, that is the thing I can do.
I don't think there's any trees in Riverside.
Don't worry, honey.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Mommy's
they're
gonna-
weird.
Mommy's not gonna die. I know, but it's cool. You'll get used to it.
Do you want to do
Okay.
something with Small Raven?
Yeah.
Can
I mean,
we go home?
Oh,
that's
God.
more complicated than yeah. We'll go to a home. It'll be fine. I mean, maybe she'd be useful. Can you do cool things yet, little
I
Raven?
am the best paper airplane maker at school.
Oh, God bless her.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We gotta find a place for her.
Okay. I mean, Mina could wash her
Yeah, I was
now.
gonna say Mina's pretty good at babysitting. She's large and can stop, other people from coming in.
Yeah. Okay.
But cannot microwave a pizza.
Yeah.
No.
True.
Are you
I've already pulled out my phone and I'm
What do
calling
you feed
Lauren.
them?
What's
I'm calling. I'm on the phone.
No, I
I'm
know.
calling. Yeah.
what
The
is
same kind
what
of
do you
food
feed
as
them?
you.
Kimmy? What's your
Smaller
favorite
amounts
food?
of food.
My favorite food, chocolates.
Yeah.
100%.
Just a smaller portion of what
Yeah,
you eat.
it's okay, Mommy.
Okay.
We could just have chocolate for dinner.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Well, only take the chocolate out of the big fridge, leave the small fridge alone.
Got it.
Oh, we need
Yeah.
to definitely not keep her here.
Yeah.
Please, Roman, pick up, please.
Oh, hey, babe. And he's like, his chipperness is almost grating.
Yeah.
Because
Cool, this
it
is
would be
bigger.
normal, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, just,
Hey, Tone Whiplash, how you
yeah,
doing, man?
yeah, exactly.
Cool. How quickly can you get to guards?
Oh, we can head over there right now.
Sweet. Bring the boy. Do you like the boys?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you like other kids, right? Do you like kids? Yes.
Some kids.
Yes.
You're cool.
Yeah, they'll be
They do
fine.
shit. Bring the kids.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I need you to babysit Raven. It's Raven. Her name's Raven. She's great.
She's great.
It's Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raven's going over and she's making a plate of food. There's chocolate and some random lettuce that she found in the fridge.
Oh, God bless you.
And like a slice of bread.
And and bread and some
Yeah,
a
kids eat
string
bread.
cheese thing in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wrapper still.
Yeah.
It's all
Perfect.
in a plate. Here you go, honey.
All right, so we're down in Gert's kitchen at this point.
Sweet.
I don't know.
It's all vegan street cheese. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lauren.
I would like to walk by and smack the plate out of her hand. Just, nope. Nope.
Well,
Good try.
He's mean.
She's particular. We'll grow up. It'll be fine. I'm gonna order something stupid expensive that kids probably don't like.
Just Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Some sort of
Brussels.
fancy
Raised
whatever.
Brussels sprouts and one of the.
And just to be
avocados.
clear, for everyone else, this kid is old enough to look eerily like your friend Raven,
Yeah.
right? we don't meet a lot of, like, even identical twins don't look this much alike.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know?
nice.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
You should dye your hair soon. You look great with blue hair.
I can have blue hair.
I slap your arm as I walk by on the phone again.
It's fine. Yeah. We'll ask Tice. It'll be fine.
She doesn't want to do it, but we should do it anyway.
We'll see.
Maybe we don't tell her. It could be a secret.
It could be a secret. You know, I think we're getting along really well.
This is very good.
Yeah, it's good.
So, in the meantime, do we know where we need to go in Riverside?
Well, there was a big announcement about the public ceremony
The dump.
of meeting at this particular landfill.
Yes.
That they were gonna have like the equivalent of a ribbon cutting ceremony
Yeah.
of like, hey, check out this cool thing that we're gonna do for everybody, and it is scheduled for ribbon cutting at noon, and it's now let's see, we had gone into late morning doing everything. And with a tiny little skip of time to put everything back together, it's 11:45.
Cool, time to go. We need to go.
So I'm just
here's-
gonna hop on the laptop and Google just street search to look for palm trees anywhere nearby.
Can we
That's so good.
like tie her to a chair until the kids get here?
No, we'll be
Okay.
fine. Mina can handle like
Little Raven does not know you're talking about her.
No,
'cause
no.
so she's just doing whatever,
Yeah. She's like eating floor chocolate.
playing with your phone.
Do not recommend.
Do I find any palm trees on Street View anywhere nearby? Do I
Kimmy,
roll
are
first?
there palm trees in Riverside?
There are palm trees everywhere in Riverside.
Really?
You know, it has
In real life?
It's a real life. There is actually a problem in Riverside because they came through and they planted so many palm trees in Riverside that it takes too much water to water them.
Oh.
So the city of
Nice.
Riverside wastes a ton of money every year purchasing water to water all their hundreds of palm trees that they have because they wanted to look Californian.
So they're not dead then. They're
No.
just very expensive to maintain.
Yeah, and they're like every 8 feet along the major roads and everywhere in Riverside.
Oh,
Very
excellent.
good.
I'll find some near the dump immediately. Then.
Yep.
Hashtag fact.
Yeah.
That was very good.
That's
Thanks.
good to know.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know
okay.
anything about Riverside, so
That's
I wish I
lovely.
didn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we're ready, you can meet me outside of my traveling tree. I've got one that I've got a palm tree that's my standard use.
yeah.
'Cause-
Which lives at the beach and is fine.
Yeah, it's a thick tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Tree
too thick.
It's a thick. It's a thick
it has girth.
because I have to get my shoulders through.
Garth's tree
Garth's
is
tree.
curved.
Very
Yeah.
broad.
Rather than
I'm
like
now doing this over Ravens.
Yeah.
Little Ravens' ears. Don't listen to them. They're all nightmares.
Wilhelmina's very excited to meet Tiny Raven. By the
I
way,
bet.
just like Snorfler,
Yeah.
Snoop boops.
Snoops, Snoops.
Snoop boops. Snoops. Swoop snoops.
Yeah,
All right.
There are boop
Let's get in
snoops
the street.
happening.
Yeah. It shouldn't take too long for Roman to go up.
is
We live like a mile away.
Yeah.
do you just want to leave her with Pig here until? Or,
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
All right.
I'll leave the door unlocked.
Sweet.
So we're leaving child alone with the boar.
Yeah. Should be fine.
Yeah, but it's me. It's little me.
What do you... I can't teleport.
No.
You're...
Do you want me to send her somewhere?
Why do you guys? Why do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna step in and say no.
I mean, I don't know what else we're suggesting.
I could cast a slow time spell on her, so for her it'll be like a minute, and then Roman will be here.
How does this feel now? She's
No.
offering to do magic on your progeny.
Right.
I
That
grab.
bad feel? I feel that all the time with you guys.
I take Raven's
Is that
hand
bad?
and
Does
look
that
at
feel
her
bad?
wrist.
Is this
Hold-
okay?
hold
Bad
on.
feel.
Do you? Are you okay with the time slow
Hold
magic
on.
thing?
Kenzie's
Little
doing
Raven?
something
Oh,
without
okay.
permission.
I just grab your hand and turn it over to look at your wrist.
What, Little Raven?
Oh yeah.
Why don't we go and you
I'm
join
gonna look
us
at
when
Little
Roman
Raven's
gets here?
wrist. Does she have it?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I could stay with Little Raven, and you guys can go, and then we'll go join you.
Catch up to us in a few
Right.
minutes.
Yeah. Okay, that's the thing I can do. That's the thing I can do.
That's responsible parenting.
Cool.
Does adult Raven? We're just gonna call you Mom now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Mom have any more? Because as of this morning, when the snake was wrapped around you, you had misgivings about using your feather.
Yeah, I still think I am a little worried about it, but I think at this point it's like, well, I can't leave the little child alone, and it's kind of the only option. Evidently, I can't tie it to a chair, so that's not good.
Yeah.
So, okay, waiting for adulting to come and save me from this.
The good dads.
Yes, it'll be great. Soon the dads will be here.
Dad team.
Don't worry, I spent a lot of time playing alone. It's fine.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, he turned out great.
Yeah. So,
I'm perfectly normal.
yeah.
So
Cool.
excited to get her into the fold of a normal fucking family.
Yeah, this is totally going to be normal. 100%.
A normal family.
Raise yourself. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There won't be any issues there.
Definitely not weird.
Okay.
So
So,
great.
all of you pile into the tree.
Yeah, so I'm gonna basically have to back into the tree. I'm gonna hold my hands out, and we're gonna conga line in this bad boy. So yeah, basically, just everyone has to hold each other as I back into the tree,
Don't drop my hand or you'll die.
and then I back out of the tree onto a street in Riverside.
Drop
I
my
guess.
hand or you're dead. Don't drop my hand or you're dead.
You don't want to get caught in the tree zone. It's a bad place to get stuck. So just hold on tight.
I mean, you're just instantly dead. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
For both, Kinsey is in between Eve and Thais, and his grip is much tighter than
Yeah.
it needs to be.
Cool. Ow.
Sorry.
Shimmy. All right, so we should be about 30 seconds away from
Yeah.
this dump.
Does your,
Very close, apparently.
does your tree walk have any kind of die roll or anything associated
It's just
with
not. I just have tree walking.
it? Yeah. I feel like we're pushing a gift beyond its normal limits.
Okay.
So let's roll Bend Fate.
Oh, you didn't take Rolling Stone. You used
I know.
I did take Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone's a elemental move.
Yeah, I took it from another playbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I wrote it
Yeah.
down. How Bridge of vast distance, similar location, strong
Yeah.
element.
It also went away in the rewrite.
Oh, it did.
Oh.
I just didn't. I didn't make you guys fill out new character sheets this time.
So Rolling Stone doesn't have a die roll, but if you want me to, I'll roll for it since I'm bringing
I mean-
4 people through.
Yeah,
We
through
will
tree
all
walking,
help.
Yeah,
Because it's in
Yeah.
our interest.
yeah, tree
All right.
walk. Do some magic.
Yeah.
That's a 9, straight up.
Okay,
I'd
so
like to help to make that a 10, please.
oh, okay. How are you helping?
Do you have any pluses on it?
I don't. It's
Oh.
weird. I have a 0.
Yeah.
I'm like normal amount of weird.
What would I do to help?
I feel like
I don't
Eve's
know.
magic.
Can
might
I
be able
use
to-
Yeah,
quantum
you're-
biology to
yeah,
make
you're
this
more
tree take us a
magical.
place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
So
legit.
you can
So just
roll.
roll-
You're gonna roll plus the number of tangles you have with Garth.
Okay.
I think it's 1.
I think it's 1. Yeah.
Okay.
I just roll 1 then?
Uh huh.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No, you
wait,
roll
still
2
roll two
dice.
dice.
You
Oh,
roll 2
okay.
dice and add.
And
to your
add 1.
tangles.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Let's not roll that one.
Yeah,
'Cause that one was a jerk.
No one knows what it landed on. I bet it was great.
It's impossible to know.
It's so weird that we'll never know.
Ah!
Oh!
It banked back around to fuck
Well,
you.
get a thread.
But hooray for
I
double.
do get a
Yeah.
thread.
Get a thread.
That was
Snake eyes.
amazing.
I like it.
Snacks.
I blame that little edge.
Snakes.
I ruined everything. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, I was not helpful. Can someone else help, or did I just bonus?
I mean,
I think the hard move I'm going to make is that no one else is able to add a help right now.
cool.
Okay.
So Garth, why don't you read the Bend Fate at a 7 to 9? Fortunately, I mean it's not like you got a 6, so
Yeah. Do 7 to 9. So choose 1 boon and 1 bane. So boon is the gift is pushed
Yeah.
beyond its normal limits, and so how is Raven going to get back to us?
My
A separate way.
yeah.
Her teleport.
Then I'm going to say a gift goes dead for a short time.
okay, what gift is
Oh.
dead?
Oh right, because
One of your gifts.
my epic armor.
Uh-oh.
I walked through a tree and it took all my tree powers away from it.
Yeah, your
Oh.
bark skin
Strip
is
the bark.
okay.
It's gonna need some time to give me barking again.
Oh.
Freezing?
Can I suggest any other gift?
You could, but would that be as fun?
Okay.
Hey, for what it's worth, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Epic armor is for scared cats.
Yeah.
They're all scaredy babies.
Well,
Yes, I am.
Accurate.
100%.
Eve's
Hashtag fact.
like just been in Valhalla. She'll go get you,
Yeah.
but try not to
Fair
die.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was just there.
All right, so the four of you arrive on a nondescript, too wide street,
Yeah.
like a weirdly wide, kind of dry trash blowing in the gutter, and just like a long row of used to be parking meters. Like all the tops of the parking meters are broken off, and you can see you're in a kind of industrial park of Riverside. And the buildings here are mostly abandoned looking, and just down the street a little ways is the landfill. You can see there are, weirdly now, there's like a bunch of fancy cars lined up. This is like half a mile down the road, right? But you can see there's balloons and music and all this stuff happening at the landfill party. So it is... As you get closer, it looks like a red carpet gala sort of thing, okay? And we'll catch up to you in a second. You wait for the guys to get there.
Yeah. I'm probably like sitting super awkward, like sitting. She's like in a chair, and I'm like sitting in a chair looking at her. I probably picked up like some of the food that was on the plate, and like
Did you have any favorite games as a kid?
probably not.
Oh, God.
Probably just like playing tricks on people and stuff. So that's probably why I'm like really watching her. She's like, I remember what I was like then. Staring.
She
Don't
is
blink.
mostly playing with Mina.
Okay,
And,
that's cool.
sort of like getting a towel, like tugging and, tug of war and...
She could definitely ride on her if she wanted to.
Oh, yeah,
Mm.
that's true.
I wouldn't know to tell her not to do that
Yeah,
in the
sure,
house,
I'm
so
sure
it's
she
totally
does
gonna
that.
happen.
Somewhere
Yeah.
Tyson's like,
Yeah.
Don't ride the pig in the house. Why did I say that?
reflex.
I mean, I don't have too much breakable stuff in there because, again, I keep a pig in my house. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the guys get there. There's quite a bit of like, where did this girl come from?
Yeah.
Why does she look
Before
exactly
they get there,
like you?
can I
Yes?
put? I don't know if I can do this because it's totally not like my wheelhouse of stuff. Can I put like a magic, not like a ward, but like alarm on her? Like so, if like she's in danger or something's wrong, like I'll know.
Yeah, let's try it.
Like
Yeah, it sounds like a magical thing a trickster should be able to
Yeah,
do.
right?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
okay.
You do the shit out of
Yeah.
it.
Cool. You do this magic thing while she's not paying attention. And as you do it, you notice a couple things right away because you've done mostly curses to other people, but like you've done magic on other people, and so first of all, you can tell that she's not mortal. She has, the same parentage that you do. So,
Shocking.
yeah, Lucy Lawless. Shoot, what's her name? Annie.
Yeah.
Now has 2 daughters, and or the other one like has 0 daughters now. Like, oh no. He just robbed her.
I'm a trickster.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
She'd understand.
This seems like I was something I want.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 for 1. But yeah, you can tell that there's power there, but it's sort of untyped, right? It's who knows what it could be. It could
okay.
end up being something really different.
Oh, that's cool. So she might not end up being a trickster.
Yeah, she's just a big ball of potential.
Interesting. All right.
Don't mess that up.
Who now has an
Oh,
alarm?
God. No pressure.
Yeah, no problem. Sure. Great. Okay. Pressure and responsibility, things I do well. So now she has an alarm system on her, so I feel like a good parent.
Yeah, you did it. As you're approaching
Go
the
me.
gala event, like the biggest to do in Riverside,
Not hard.
the first thing you notice are protesters. And there are people with these big signs, and they have versions of either a lightning bolt on them, or the phrase "the unstruck," or phrases like "this is wrong" or "don't burn our garbage," things like that, and they're chanting things like that. Sorry, I didn't come up with a bunch of chants. But
It's really okay.
I'm furious.
but yeah, leave our garbage alone. You know,
Nailing it.
Don't
do I
trash
know
our
about being
trash.
Handstruck?
you do now.
Cool. Like,
What's all that about?
You recognize these
Cool.
kids too.
Yeah.
Because they're,
yeah.
however, there's more than 7.
Thais is gonna go ahead and pull her visor down real quick and just slide to the back, which I've never done before. I'm like, I think I'll stand in the back. Hey guys.
Yeah, as the 4 of you
Cool.
are walking down.
So
That's
we're
nice.
some of those kids that were at the.
Shh.
Oh.
I think I have a cult, which is awesome.
As you approach,
Does
the
that bother
kids,
you?
the kids shout at you.
No, if you need tips.
We need to grab lunch.
Yeah.
Please.
The
I have
kids are
so
shouting
many
like,
ideas.
"Don't go! Don't support them! They're crooks! They're criminals! They're, you know, whatever it is. They're sort of just incoherent shouting."
Can I ask a question real quick? So, is there any visual difference in Thais after, like, since she used her second ascendance move?
Did she have a sunburn?
That was just a burn thing. Her entire eye is rose gold, like
Oh,
metal,
okay.
and her skin is like
Both.
shimmery rose gold.
Oh, okay. Both
Pretty.
of her eyes?
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. There's no more like people. It's just
Yeah.
a womp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do we, as demigods, know about like what could be happening with her?
I don't think there's a school that's like, "Hey, don't use your power too much."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and I think in the fiction, the ascendance move is not a thing your character thinks about,
Yeah.
right? It's a thing
It's
that
not-
happens,
yeah.
and every time you do it, you break some of that shell off of you, and that shell is what makes it so you can be here.
We should
Right.
start a camp for demigods to go to.
We've got
That,
kids.
that would never work.
Never worked.
Demi
Never.
camp.
Right.
Hashtag don't sue us. Copyright infringement.
Right. Question. Is, like, can I see the people who are gathered here other than, is it just the protest crowd, or can we see, like, the people who are gathered here for the event?
Yeah, well, the protest crowd, they're out. You know, there's this great big wall around the landfill.
Yeah.
And then you go around that, and you can get to the entrance. So we're going to
okay.
just go past the protesters and go in.
Yeah.
Is that?
I just wanted to say I'm specifically looking for Jenny Raymond,
Oh,
who's Sigma's lawyer.
Before we get inside, though,
yeah.
I did
Yeah,
want to
go
just mention to you guys as we were walking up the street, like, did we think about the fact that, like, a bunch of demigods showing up to start shit is maybe exactly what science wants us to do? A big show of force to prove that gods and powers are real. And as I say that, I still, like, start leaning over towards the cult. I'm like, they feel great, and I would like to be closer to them, please. Whatever they're kicking off feels amazing.
Nice.
I like them a lot.
I mean, that could be true, but do we have any other options?
Yeah, like not coming here to do a thing seems like letting them destroy all the things.
No, I agree. I'm just trying to figure out what our plan is.
Garth, will you roll judgment, please?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Reroll.
and
Huzzah.
add this die.
Oh, go boy! Oh, go boy! So good.
So what do I?
The 2 higher ones.
Okay, so that's an 11.
Which is also
Doubles, my dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Radical.
Back, please.
Oops, sorry. I thought that was gonna go better. It didn't.
Running sports.
Should have jogged it over to you. I apologize.
That's why I run. So, Garth, you see the pictures, you know, like the posters of the lightning bolt posters and all that, and you were there. Well, actually, she also just like put it right in your face when she was zapping you with her taser. She was like, "Look, lightning! I got lightninged. You got lightninged. You didn't get burned. I got burned." And she like kept making a point about this lightning bolt scar on her shoulder.
Yeah.
And the at first the drawing on one of these posters just looks like, wow, that's some fancy art. And then you realize, it's not fancy. It's exactly the same pattern.
Okay. Like the pattern matches the bird.
Mm-hmm. So you can decide how you want to deal with that. But that's something you noticed that no one else has noticed.
It's like, are these kids worshiping you?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Did you ever eat the fruit? Do you remember the fruit that you gave us? The ambrosia?
No, I think I just left that with you guys.
Cool. Did you ever try it while you were growing it at any point? Because they feel like that tastes.
Okay.
And she's like, cannot maintain eye contact with you, just like.
Maybe we should step away from these kids.
Yeah, we got
keep them moving.
A demonstration to sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
How much time do we have? What time is it?
What?
We can watch.
Super
Look at my watch.
Yeah.
We've spent a long time chatting about these protesters. It's 11:55.
We got 5 minutes.
What is, what kind of song will get Thais's attention the most quickly?
Anything by Janelle Monáe.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So kind of like a pop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something funky
Yeah.
and a beat.
Okay. So.
I probably have finished and
Oh yeah, you're walking up behind them.
okay.
Nice.
And
Riverside.
with the protesters, one of the boys suddenly starts doing like a really slick beatbox, which I can't do, so I'm not going to. Sorry. Nope.
Boots
No.
and cats and boots and
Yeah,
cats.
exactly. It's just like that, but real good.
Yeah.
And two of the girls start harmonizing a song that, real quick, you're like, that's a hymn.
I have to go over here really quick, just like for a second.
Yeah, I think that's probably not a great idea.
That is
Raven
a trap.
Face has a cult now.
It's a
Yeah.
trap.
Oh.
Oh.
I would like to go to there, please.
You can go to there after.
I'm going to
It's like
cast an
Science
illusion
apocalypse.
to make it so she can't
Do
see
you want
that we're
everything to
here
not
anymore.
exist?
All right.
I can try. This goes well.
Chastise recklessness.
Yeah, good.
Damn it. I'm going to keep it.
On the thing.
Are you doing that to protect
10,
her?
11. Yes. Oh. 12. I'm going to
So-
stick with what I have.
Whichever's higher, yeah.
Yes.
That's fine.
So yeah, 12 total.
Okay.
They're still there, but she just like, for whatever reason, they're like, she can't like see or hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm worried that
The moment that stops, I turn and snarl at you. I'm just like,
Don't
mortal.
don't snarl at me.
Don't tell me what to do.
I will tell you what to do when you need to be told what to do.
Who are you? Talk to me. They're here somewhere. I am worshipped.
You are a
Fine, let's go
goddess.
do your weird mortal thing. Come on. Let's go.
Nobody's going to be worshipped if we don't do this thing.
Fine. Yes, I'm here. Let's go.
Use what they're giving you.
Kenzie,
Use the power.
when she says she's a goddess, when those words come out of her mouth, like, like when your breath fogs,
Yeah.
but it's this sort of like gold mist that comes out of her mouth.
I look you very carefully in the eye, and you can see my skin start to get a little like dry and rocky.
Yeah.
And I say, goddesses wouldn't be able to die. Pull yourself together.
And she kind of like smirks to herself and says, only a person that's worried about their mortal form would bother with that kind of armor. I'm not what you need to be worried about. Let's get what we need to
This cuts through
Oh.
with the loudspeaker, the PA system inside the landfill. You can tell it's like they're stage speakers, right? It's not just like, it's not like that, right? It's like the big stage speakers. As you kind of come around to the parking lot. You can see there's a great big stage set up off to one side of the landfill, and then there's just garbage everywhere. It smells disgusting, right? It smells like a landfill. It's also hot. It was like, whatever, 80 degrees when you left Santa Monica. It's 105 and smells like garbage. Okay?
Sweet.
Riverside.
The Riverside. Probably
Angry
115,
Riverside
actually.
listeners.
It's
That's
very
all right. Kimmy's from Riverside,
Yeah.
so we can say that.
Born and bred. All right.
Happy Jacks would like to apologize to all listeners from Riverside. We
For
do not-
the fact that they have to live there.
We're sorry you have to live there.
Yes.
Just kidding, it's fine.
It's funny because it's true.
Okay, so the
I know none.
the speakers crackle, and you just hear a woman's voice, clear, commanding. Well, not commanding, but a good public speaker, stand up and say, "Thank you all for coming to this demonstration of the STEAM industry's newest revelation." And Kimmy,
He said the name of the show.
you immediately recognize your mother's voice.
Oh.
Oh.
And I need you to roll judgment.
Oh, good. That's good.
You're so good at that.
I'm so good at that.
Do you have some kind of bonus from your love letter? Are you supposed to be rolling 3 dice?
Oh, that's a permanent thing. Oh. Where did? Oh, I guess
I thought
can
Thais
use
got
it.
that. I thought she
Oh.
just got the daughter.
You handed me one.
Oh, that's right. Your
yeah.
reward was the daughter.
I got
Yep.
a child. Wait a minute.
Hey.
Can I trade my child? Yeah.
Trickster reward.
Oh, double sixes.
Okay.
So
Oh.
I have no bonuses, but I got 12 on the die.
Okay.
Bam.
So, as Annie is speaking, you can see she is
Full of
standing
shit.
on the stage, and she is giving this speech, and she is literally talking out of both sides of her mouth at the same time, except not everyone else can hear it. It's kind of like, if you're reading the newspaper and your code is that you've got to circle every other word.
Yeah.
She is somehow emphasizing the words she wants you to hear,
Oh.
and is basically saying, Raven, hurry up. Hurry the fuck up.
Okay.
Why isn't this done?
Okay.
I can't stop this.
Okay. Good.
Um,
I was like, oh no, she's gonna be a bad guy. Oh no.
Yeah.
But I have Little Raven, so I'll protect
I'm glad
them.
you rolled high. Did you take your thread?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Nice.
So the
We have to do something right now. We have to do something right now. Right now. I don't know what we do, but we've got to do it, and it's got to be now.
Can we see what the mechanism of the delivery system for how they're going to use this thing on the trash?
not from you guys are just now coming in. You don't have
Yeah.
a lot of time to sort of investigate.
Okay.
So far, you just see a big stage with 5 people up there. 5 people in suits, and then you could see some people who are clearly sanitation workers, and so there's people from the city, and then there are 5 people you can identify right away as divine beings.
Well, how far away are we?
Maybe 100 yards.
Oh, cool. They're not
Good.
looking at me. I like to pull out my gun. Start aiming for heads. We need to stop it, right? Mm-hmm. Cool.
You've met Annie before.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably not going to.
Yeah, I'm not going to aim for her.
Okay.
I just want to scatter the crowd.
Yeah. Now, are there television cameras and stuff around?
Yeah.
Okay.
News crews, everything.
I would like to cast a spell
Mm.
to do an EMP. To basically
Nice.
EMP bomb myself and just take out the electronics around me.
Well, the first thing we had is take a shot.
And I
Okay.
drop to a knee and I'm like, you guys should probably move in a different direction.
You were in the middle of a street.
Yep. Super am. All
Oh,
right,
boy.
I'll take this guy. I'll take that's plus 3. So that's a 10.
Yeah, that should work. Which 2 things do you want from Smite Your Enemies?
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that bit all the way.
So I'm going to be really surprised here, right?
Yeah, gonna change the game. Let's go ahead and go for the throat. And I know, right? You know what? Let's make an opening for an ally. hey guys, do something.
Okay. What sort of thing would you like to let them be able to do that they wouldn't have been able to do before?
Move into the crowd surreptitiously. Because I want there to just be enough chaos.
Yeah,
that
because this
maybe
is
they can
not
get in.
silenced. This is
Yeah.
So this no longer sounds like a camera going off.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I would like this to be a gun sound, please.
Okay.
And just like a couple shots just to like, yep, there's guns now. Please everyone run. And then you guys can like blend into the crowd instead of like a bunch of people walking up to this and having anyone from the Science Pantheon see you guys approach.
Okay. So, give me an idea who you were aiming for.
Cool. Anyone else I recognize? I don't think I've ever met Siggy. No, I did meet Siggy.
Siggy's not here.
He's not there.
No.
Cool.
There are, let's see. Let me just make some notes to myself.
I know what I'm going to do.
I have a plan as well.
Hope this helped. I'm sorry.
We shall see.
Yeah.
I just want to move the mortals out of the way.
Yeah.
The whole run.
Good plan.
I mean, that's a good way to
I
get
thought
them
of a
to
way to do
run.
this.
Yeah.
I thought of a way to do this with the guns about 10
yeah.
seconds too late.
Okay. Yeah, so there are 5 people up there. There are 3 women. We're going to say they, them. A non-gender specific person. And somebody who's definitely a guy. And the guy is, like, all 5 of them are wearing suits, right? And the guy it looks kind of like, not in a way that he looks similar to Garth, but he looks like Garth. Like he's a big dude who's been squeezed into a suit, you know,
Okay.
like 6'6". Probably less beardy. But Garth is beardy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy doesn't have a beard or anything. He just has short, dark hair, light skin, and hard to tell.
Who's the smuggest on the stage? I would like to use long view. So let's see who looks the most pleased by like they're doing the like we're about to get away with this face.
The one of the women is dressed in she's like a short pencil skirt and jacket, blouse, all gray, and is just getting up to speak after, like it's going to be her turn to talk after
Perfect.
Annie.
So she would technically be talking right as noon hit.
Yeah, and she also she has like
She'll
some
do.
kind of like device in
Cool.
her hand.
She's the one.
Okay, so you shoot at her.
Yeah. I would like to aim for her head meat.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so we're doing 5 harm. And you made an opportunity for people to be able to get in unobserved.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just taking a knee like in the parking lot?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Visor down.
Yep.
Cool. Good luck, guys.
You wanted to...
She wanted to do an EMP, and then I have a thing to do after that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So,
I think we all have
a
things.
thing.
Yeah.
yeah. So real quick,
Do things.
as you're just sort of like trying to get your wits together for this spell. You're like, okay, yeah, I know how to do this. This is easy. And you're, trying to put your phone away because you're going to check to see if you got a text from Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And you realized in the moment that you had listened to that voicemail and it told you why you have those 2 coins in your
Yeah.
pocket, and you realized you hadn't finished the voicemail,
Oh.
and you bump it, and it says, it's Karen's voice, and she says, oh, and by the way, tell Garth the duck.
Oh. Can I yell that?
Uh-huh.
Garth Duck.
Yep.
What do you do?
Can I do what my action was going to be?
Yeah?
But also duck.
I turn into bees.
Yeah, that
Eve is so happy right now.
Oh, we're going to be so friends.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that.
She just turns to me like, I said duck, not bees.
Yeah. That's cool, though. I can do that, too.
You're racing up to the thing, right?
Yeah, as she was dropping out, sprinting off to turn into bees.
Swarm of bees.
Nice.
Okay,
We can be swarm friends.
Swarm friend.
I have to do
Oh,
this in the right
God.
order.
Okay.
Okay, so after you told him that a duck,
Gross.
and Garth's like, bees!
Okay, that works too.
I love to roll for bees, but that will.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should roll that now.
Yeah, that's an
Okay.
important thing.
Roll for bees.
So this is the mercurial
This game is now
power.
Demi Swarm. I hate it.
2 swarm.
That is a 10.
Yeah!
Yay!
Okay. You're
All bees all the time.
full bees.
Full bees.
What if you were like bees just from the waist up?
That would be horrible.
I love
First
it.
of all, I want to be bee from the waist down because that's where the stinger is.
Well,
All I heard
guys,
was his dick goes out the back.
But I guess upper bee. No,
Again.
I'm a swarm of bees.
The girth.
Then I
Like-
can change back.
No,
You're
not one
up.
bee. You're like your upper body is a swarm of bees.
yeah. What if he was the other kind of
I
bee
don't
man
like
with
it.
the bees on the bottom and the man part on the top?
That's pretty
Brilliant.
sick, though. It's like a tornado of bees, like
Yeah.
propelling me through, and I'm like,
Oh
"Ah."
yeah.
No,
That's,
I'm just all bees
yeah.
all the time.
So many bees.
So yeah, I
Amazing.
just became bees to try and like scare people out of
okay.
here.
So apparently the reason why you told him to duck was this like howling, humming projectile that
Oh.
came whizzing from behind and whooshed through the cloud of bees instead of destroying Garth,
Yeah.
and went on to smack the big dude on the dais.
Oh.
And that guy gets knocked back, and there's a close up as the hammer passes through the bees. The bees have to get out of the way of Mjolnir,
Shit.
and
Wow.
Thor shouts, "Heads, my bad."
Of course he does.
I
love Thor.
That's your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad's a goob.
What do you mean?
Artisan, I think is what I took it from. I just wanted to read one of my powers real quick to make sure it's exactly what I want.
Okay, let's cast your spell.
Okay. We're gonna do something weird. Like normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and also
Weird.
there's a 7-foot tall white dude with
Muscles.
muscles
Hey.
and fur and
Yeah.
He's not wearing a dumb tank top, right?
no.
Cool taste. Loves this.
Is that the guy that was on the dais that wasn't stuffed in the seat?
No.
Oh,
He
God.
attacked that guy.
These
We're gonna-
new dice are not.
No.
being
You gotta
used
break
to.
them in.
Yeah.
I
We're
like the
gonna
purple.
use a thread to re-roll this one.
Yes, please.
And we're gonna use a king dice instead. Oh God!
Oh no.
I feel like that wasn't an actual roll because it kind of fell out of the cup before you rolled it. I am a trickster.
You can't just cheat.
Thank
It is
you.
double.
It's doubles now, though.
Yeah, it's doubles, and it's
It is doubles,
That
a
gets you in the
success,
7 to 9
isn't it?
range.
and it does get me 7 to 9.
Okay, there you go.
What could
Okay.
go
That's
wrong?
good. That makes sense.
Sure, it's fine.
Okay.
Great.
Do I still have my harm from Loki? Loki time? Cool.
Okay, so I pick one effect and one cost, and the effect is that it does the thing. Yes?
What's that?
The effect is that it does the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have it.
So then the cost, let's see. Let's go with, draw unwanted attention.
Whoops.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, your spell goes off. You send an EMP blast through the local area. A whole bunch of stuff shuts off.
Cool.
And the I won't do that. I was going to have a helicopter nearby.
Oh no.
That'd be a pretty hard move.
Yeah. That's too much of a hard move. That would be a 6 minus.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a super hard move.
Okay, so all the
Well, not
electronics.
necessarily, as long as there's a chance to save it, I guess. But
Yeah, all the electronics overload,
Yep.
overload and shut off. At least everything that was currently turned on. And does that affect your phone too?
Probably.
Although you've got the weird. Oh no, you don't have Elder God magic anymore. Never mind.
I have sciencey magic.
Yeah.
I could probably fix that.
Thais' cell phone, by the way, still has Eldritch magic, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's
That's
as weird as
probably
my car.
permanent. Yeah. Yeah.
The phone is weird as a
I mean,
car.
my voicemail is in the cloud. It's fine.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you hear, so the message was playing, and it was like, hey, by the way, tell Garth to duck, and you go, duck, and then whoop, and the hammer
Yeah.
goes through. And then the message was still going as you finished your
Oh,
spell.
okay.
And it said, good luck and be safe out. And then,
Oh.
so
Karen.
Out where?
Cute.
So all the electronics are shut off. Let's roll a thing for your visor.
Oh no!
Visor buddy.
Uh-oh. Oops, sorry.
Puzzle day. Did not know that well. Okay. That's just a 9. I don't know what to add to it.
Add your metal.
Uh-oh. That's not great. That's nothing. That's just a 9.
Okay. The visor will be intermittently helpful
Cool.
going forward.
That's fine.
But all the electronics shut down, and in the immediate unwanted attention, the woman who is about to get up and speak and is like clicking this thing
Yeah.
just looks extremely angry.
Because the thing doesn't work anymore, does it?
Yeah. And she looks directly at you, makes eye contact. And what's this going to be?
Wait, she not the one I shot?
What's that?
Did I shoot a different one?
Oh, you shot her. Yeah, you did
Okay.
5 harm to her.
Okay,
To
cool.
a god.
Alright, sweet. She looks miffed. Cool, I would like to fuck off the street, please.
Well, the good thing is, Eve has her attention now.
Nice. Thanks, Boo.
You're welcome.
Eve's the tank.
Mage tank.
I can be in a minute, maybe.
Yeah, hold aggro.
Be a very
Hold that
gross
grow.
tank in a minute.
Real good. Yeah, actually seems to not even hesitate, makes eye contact with you, and just holds both hands out like a Hadouken sort of thing.
I know what that's doing.
And a stream of like yellow-green gas shoots in your direction.
Okay.
So I'd like you to roll metal.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Can I guardian?
Well, we'll see. Might not have to.
Okay. We're going to use the
She's a flip wizard.
other
She
dice.
Steps out of the way.
Yeah.
Is this perform under pressure or just metal?
Just metal.
Oops.
We're really like taking a powerful blow is what you're doing.
7.
That's not written. Oh, okay. So she is going to be taking harm, Kenzie. Do you want to?
I would like to stop that from happening.
Okay.
9 plus 2 is 11.
Okay.
I block all of the harm they were supposed to take.
Okay.
Huzzah.
And do
wall.
you take it instead? I don't remember how that one works.
No, it doesn't say. It's it says on a 7 and 9 you block 2 harm but take it yourself.
Oh yeah, I think that got rewrite.
Okay.
That's fine. It is what it is. It's just what the problem is. I have 9 versions of this in my head,
Right.
and I don't remember what anything is.
That's the current one I have.
Yeah.
It's on the 10 plus. I would not take the
Yeah.
harm.
So yeah, that's fine. What does that look like to block? And that's going to be your turn, Kenzie.
Okay, that's all right. So there's like a stream of toxic gas shooting out towards her.
Yeah.
Which is okay because a sudden fissure erupts in the garbage and explodes upwards. So like a gust of hot of hot ash.
Yeah.
Like erupts out of the
Some hot ash garbage.
yeah, because that
Smelly.
'cause, that volcano that was inactive underneath this
For millions of years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just streams up and like it looks like just a big ash explosion, but it's like rising up out of the garbage, but it disperses the.
Okay. Let's. Raven, is it okay if we go to Garth first? Garth.
My
Garth
thing's
is
been undone,
bees.
so I don't know what to do.
Oh, did you take an action already?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but the thing I was going to do has now been required.
Okay.
It's not necessary anymore. So.
Okay, great.
So I'm bees.
Yeah. Bees. Garth is bees.
So
oh God,
I'm
bees.
basically just like flying into the crowd to get people out of here. Just like, oh, buzz around your face. Oh my god, it's a swarm of bees. Go.
Oh, okay. You want to make the mortals flee.
Yes.
Go immortals.
Let's roll metal.
Okay.
Full under pressure.
Nice.
Oh.
Doubles, that's 11.
8 on
8 plus
yeah.
3.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you quickly get all the mortals to file up orderly and get into lines and get into their cars and safely drive away as a cloud of bees.
I imagine more screaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. That's not what happens. So ensues the running and the screaming. My favorite part of the movie. But the thing you manage to do is when they get going too fast and they're going to start knocking people down or whatever, you cut them off. You're like, whoa, look, just run normal. Freak out a little, but not all the way. And you are able to manage this.
Shepherding as bees.
Yeah. Bead shepherd.
Nice.
Bee shepherd. Well, I just moved the letters around on that one.
Even as bees, I'm trying to be helpful.
Yeah, I
Very
like
good.
it. I like it a lot.
That's good.
And you took your thread for doubles. Okay. And Raven.
So now that the crowd is moving and people are, do I see any type of larger device or anything that might have this fluid in it? A sprinkler system or a hose or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like there's a whole bunch of rigging. So the setup is you're walking towards this big rectangular area of piled up garbage.
Yeah.
Right? And along the left side, when you approach that, is the dais. The little stage they had set up with the 5 people in suits and the other city officials and stuff. And then behind that, straight back, 90 degrees from that, but behind the far side of all the garbage is this giant sprayer system that the thing you see rolling over a farm, that's sprays and rolls forward.
Yeah.
And they have a rack that it's sitting on, so it's going to just roll forward on this rack and spray all the garbage.
Okay. I have to check one word real quick. Got it. All right. I am going to. I don't know if can I do 2 things?
Let's see.
Okay, I want to teleport over there, and then I'm going to touch it and use gremlins on it.
Okay. So your teleport, I believe, takes you to a person that you know well.
Or a place I know well. But if I can see it, does that work?
I think we'll just have to roll for it, whereas you wouldn't usually have.
But I wouldn't have to? Okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to roll. We'll just roll for both. That's
Okay.
fine.
A lot of crazy mystical energies going on.
That's a
What
lot
could
of
go
shit.
wrong?
Right, yeah.
I mean, is it close enough that I could run over there?
Oh no! I
No.
mean, it's
Okay.
be like a 200-yard run, half of it over piles of garbage.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Because you want to get up to the sprayer.
Yeah, I want to go to the sprayer. and
That's
fucking
also
spray.
20 feet in the air.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So teleport
Oh,
6, 7, 8.
yeah.
Yeah. 10.
total.
Nice.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, weird?
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So yeah, you flit over there. Do you want to pick another boon from the Bend Fate?
Oh, yeah. I guess I could. I should always be more prepared for this, but I'm going to say I'm going to give Eve advantage in something.
Oh.
Oh, I see. On
There's
her-
odds
on
and
her
give someone
next roll.
advantage or disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And am I allowed to narrate how that happens?
Yeah.
Okay. I think because the lady was super focused on her, and I think suddenly she's like, "Wait, someone's at the sprayer."
Nice.
I've been tricked.
Yes. And then I'm going to use gremlins on it,
Yep.
which is the first time I've used this power, which I stole from the artisan book.
Cool.
Should I read it?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make
Makes
sure
so
it didn't
much
say
sense.
technology,
Oh.
but it's touch an object and focus to make sure it never works properly again. Whenever anyone else tries to use it, the object generally does nothing or may fail in some spectacular way. But don't worry, it's always easy for you to fix it back together again, give it a slap, and turn it back on.
Yes. What a good thing for you to have.
I know, right?
Thing.
It's so perfect for
Yeah.
Raven.
9, and then plus weird, 12. Yeah. I didn't know if it was artisan that would be plus something else. It's judgment.
Well, I don't know. It's whatever the thing says.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a roll.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled, well, anyway.
Yay!
We did it.
Huzzah!
Okay. Yeah, you see all the mechanisms, these like solenoid pumps and all this little, delicate devices kind of grind to a halt, which weren't getting a lot of like power and automation anyway, but the actual device probably could have been manually manipulated to do a thing, and this giant sprayer mechanism is done. But also, you're standing on top of a giant sprayer thing. In broad daylight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have you roll for take a powerful blow.
Okay. 6. And then I add metal.
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
That's good.
It's better than 6.
Yes.
Yeah. 6. Oh, God.
So the the 5 people, the gods
Yeah.
on the stage,
Yeah.
are in various states. The one with the cloud of gas is looking at you, but isn't able to react quickly enough to this. But the one who we don't have a determined gender is wearing a pantsuit and has what looked like just driving gloves at first, but it turns out they can manipulate things, and the person gets out of the chair, rips a piece of the fabric out, and like in the span of 2 blinks has basically crafted the most ridiculous wrist rocket right out of the frame of the chair,
Right.
and the fabric and all this, and the metal frame is like bending. It's like a wrist rocket crossbow thing.
Oh, good.
Yikes.
With like just a chunk of plastic or metal or whatever, fires this thing at you.
Okay.
So you have 2 options.
Okay.
1, take 4 harm, stay where you are.
Okay.
2, take 2 harm and jump down in the garbage.
Oh, tick, tick.
There will be complications in the garbage.
The
I'm not going to tell you what they are.
Okay. I feel like Raven 100% would jump down to the garbage.
Okay, and you have your epic armor, right?
I do.
Okay,
I haven't
so
put it on yet. But.
so if you want to downgrade that to 2 harm, then you take 0 harm
Okay.
because you have 2 armor.
Right.
Isn't it always on because it's luck?
Oh, yeah, that's like, it's
Yeah.
luck, so it's always like.
Yeah. So
Just happened to fall
Yeah.
on one sofa.
Yeah.
you
It's like
see
a
him.
Casper mattress.
Yeah. I mean, in the fiction, Raven doesn't decide to jump in the garbage
Right.
rather than just take it.
Yeah.
What happens is Raven's like, oh no, whoop!
Yeah.
and like dominoes off the
Yeah.
off the side of this framework.
Right.
You drop 20 feet,
Oh, yeah.
land in the garbage.
Yes.
And actually, all of you can't see Raven. Like just whoop into wet, hot garbage.
Gross.
Tasty.
Wet, hot American garbage. Good
Yep.
luck.
yeah. That's what's happening.
Really, wet hot garbage is also the tagline for our Monster Hearts game.
Perfect garbage.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That was
Had
very
to
good.
throw that in
It was
there.
very good.
Oh, it's nuts.
Okay, I think that's everybody for round 1.
Hey.
Would anyone like to kick off round 2? Oh, sorry. At the end of round 1, Thor comes charging in on foot. Just
Where's he coming from?
he was across the street behind you guys while you were looking in.
Oh, he's just here.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, and he's just lumbering in. This huge dude. Reaches out, grabs his hammer, and as the bees are sort of like coming back from escorting everyone out,
Yeah.
he points and tells everybody, "That's my boy!"
This mother, he's so good. Why do you not like him? I love him.
He abandoned me.
He's so
Eve,
proud of
Eve
you
go,
now,
looks at
though.
Thor and goes, I know your dad!
Amazing.
And when he he's like yanks his hammer, like draws it back to him from where it hit the super muscle dude. Looks back to like look at the bees and tell everybody. The guy that he hit with the hammer is getting back up and is like slowly, like his suit is tearing as he's getting bigger. Basically, like, you know, because he's a white guy, he's like a white pink Hulk, right? Like,
What?
yeah. He's not green. If the green makes it better for the Incredible Hulk.
Does.
Yeah.
But this he's just like getting bigger and gross swollen, and picks up the chair that definitely could not fit him anymore, and wings it at Thor. Most of the chair is disintegrated in the impact, right? But it does knock Thor down.
Nice.
And, you know, Thor's like, whoa, all right. And, you know, that's what happened at the end of the round.
I'd like to do a thing.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to just make a little hash mark there.
Yeah.
What did you just make a
Run
hash
on my
mark on?
page. My Ascendance move.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with them.
No.
But the very nature of Kinsey's existence becomes clear to him as his humanity fades away to the background and he becomes capable of incredible feats.
Yeah.
So if I may, so the earthquake or the volcano that is under this hot steaming pile of garbage, it does erupt. A little explosion underneath Raven just like sends her flying up into the air, as lava and ash like erupt out of the ground and cover all of the garbage in lava. The ash sprays up into the air and forms a massive cloud of debris and dust, locking us inside and blocking blocking view of the outside.
Yeah. You
As
hear
this explosion of ash just continues to
screams from the dais of the one who made the weird wrist rocket thing. They're going, oh no, they need to see us. What are you doing? And you hear Annie like, oh no, they won't be able to see us. Pew, pew.
Come on.
And then she goes, actually, fuck this and fuck you guys. And
Yay!
Yeah.
like steps off of the dais and is just standing in air, and the whole the stage they're standing on collapses. All the speakers fall in, and those four other gods are still there and getting their way. I mean, the big dude is not having much of a problem with this, but they're like, what? You got us again.
you pesky kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kinsey is just kind of on this like column of rock, just like sort of like in the center of this field of lava that's covered the garbage now.
Sure. And also, I should add a descriptor to this area. Everyone here's seen The Matrix, right? You know when at the end when Neo's in the hallway and he like just absorbs that dude, and the whole hallway goes whoa, whoa,
yeah.
you know, and he just bends reality, and we're like, yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good with this, right?
Nothing weird.
This whole area, you're getting ripples and bends and eddies of reality, right? And you can see it, you can feel it. It's nauseating. The mortal realm is not meant to have this much power thrown around, and it's causing damage.
I feel like I made an impressive display
You certainly did.
and caused collateral damage.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, I caused a distraction.
No, you didn't. All you did was burn some garbage. No one cares about it.
Nobody cares
So,
about the garbage. The stage.
I'd like to quickly unbee myself next to Thor.
Oh yeah, you rolled a 10, so you can go back and forth
Yeah.
with the B form.
Exactly. So, yeah. What are you doing here?
He's like looking at the other guy, just like, well, they're still like getting out of the wreckage, right? So he puts his hammer away for a second. He's like, are you a hugger?
Bless him.
Oh.
Oh, bro, dad.
Not ready.
Okay, short version. Loki told Freyr, you're his kid.
Okay.
I didn't know about it. It was a one-night thing.
Oh, jeez.
I feel real bad.
Well,
Yay, Thor.
we'll have a lot to discuss then after we beat their asses. But why are you here helping us?
Because you're in danger.
Okay, I give him a hug.
Picks you up with a
Oh, it's a
big squeeze.
Oh.
And then, as he sets you down, the two of you turn and realize the enormous, gross dude is lumbering towards you.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
Say, look, I don't have many of God Thunder powers, so have at him.
Thor's going to do his thing. I want to know what you're going to do.
Shoot. Oh man, I don't know.
Bees in his nose.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just one bee.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go back to bees. That actually sounds
Yeah.
like about what I was gonna do. Is be like
Be yourself.
be right back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go bees up his nose.
Okay. In spite of the size of his nose and nostrils,
Yeah.
you cannot fit all of your bee-ness
Yeah,
in there.
it's the worst word.
It's
It really is.
It's,
Pretty bad.
That's what you get.
that's not a mental picture I wanted.
Nope.
You know, the state of being.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's like as a swarm, I become like the two thin lines of swarm and get as much bees up there as
Yeah.
we can get.
So you're making a beeline for this.
Yeah.
We all play this fucking game, you guys.
No.
Show's
You
canceled.
should all be ashamed.
And you hear Thor go, huh? Ah, good idea. And then there's an enormous thunderclap, and some of your bees that are outside of this monster's body look and like, what? And Thor puts his big hammer up and just goes, whoom, and the lightning comes down through it, like bursts through the ash cloud that's around you and hits you, your bees, right? And your bees spread it and create this electricity cloud,
Sick.
and you're uninjured,
Yep.
but you are a living taser ball
Yes.
of bees.
A taser ball of bees.
Excellent.
That's
And
amazing.
you are having an effect on this gentleman, and it's not to his liking.
So
Good.
is this just kind of like hitting?
Yeah, I don't know. Roll smite your enemies.
Sure. It's a smitey. We're using lightning and
kinda
bees.
smitey.
Yeah. Let's roll with Fate's Fortune.
So that's 3.
3, yeah.
I mean, keep that.
Oh! There's doubles.
Well, I'm very bad at smiting, so that is going to be a 4.
Okay, great.
Uh,
So,
Yep.
Jason's like, yes.
Oh
Take
no.
that bed down.
Yep. Well, that lets me level up,
Oh.
but I'll deal with that at the end of this turn.
all right. So, you are doing a tremendous amount of damage to a god, right? And you face a tactic you were not expecting.
Uh-oh.
You got bees up the nose. The bees are shocking.
Yep.
The god coughs and goes and snorts a significant portion of your swarm into his body, chews and swallows.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And you just take 5 harm.
Oh my god.
Bypassing armor, I'm afraid.
I didn't
Oh,
have
your
any.
armor's off anyway, yeah.
Oh.
As this
Crikey.
god just ate up a bunch of your body.
Oh.
However, you did a bunch of damage to a god.
Cool.
So
L.
Great.
keep that in mind.
Hey, tie.
All right.
Be a good time for that level up.
Yeah. All right. I'll think about that while other people.
Got hurt.
How big is this ash dome?
It should. I intended that it covers the entire landfill.
Okay. I need a radius on that, and if I'm in or out it. Because I would like to be a sniper today. And just.
Oh yeah, I mean I think the parking lot is included.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to try to find some cover for me and my sweet gun.
Yeah, there's the office building.
Yep, that's what I
if you
want.
could get up on the roof, use the AC unit.
Cool. That's what I'm doing.
That doesn't work right now, but because nothing
it's
works
so
here.
taxed.
Yeah. No, everything's broken
Oh
because
yeah, you broke all
Eve
the
broke
things.
it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Grappling hook.
Broke all
Yeah,
the
I
things.
I don't have a grappling hook.
Never.
That's a weird thing to have.
Never send a sniper out without a spider suit.
Yeah.
I do feel like one of the playbooks needs like the Mary Poppins bag that you just like reach in and whatever
the
you need.
artisan.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Of course it does.
Sweet.
It's not my first day, Kimmy.
How's my visor doing?
Is it
Just wanna,
called I'm Mary Poppins, y'all?
Oh,
my God.
yes. It is now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. I was just like,
Yeah.
I will always. That's for a good goof.
Yeah.
You're good.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
We're fine.
Oh, you mean
Fix
this?
that later.
But I would like to see if my visor can give me like my best trajectory up. Like parkour. What's the fastest way up yonder?
It has made a suggestion.
Sweet. I'll listen to it.
Let's roll metal.
I like visor. No, it's gonna be great. Oops. Well, that's not my favorite. And honestly, a fail's a fail, so I'm gonna keep these two. No.
so double
Can I
one.
do that?
Doubles, yeah.
I mean, it's not written that way, but I
I'll
guess.
take a thread. Like a fail's a fail.
Yeah.
A 2 is as bad as a 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So
Thais is not nimble. She's like, okay, ow! I can't do parkour.
I never learned how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm wearing heels. What the hell?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Also, your visor gave you some bad advice. It was like, step on this thing. Crunch. Like, oops, shouldn't have stepped on that.
No, visor, no.
So, either it's going to take some extra time to get situated, or you could take 2 harm and be ready to go next time.
Would super love to spend the extra time. Not gonna take that harm. I'm
Okay.
gonna need that for later. I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. So, you slow down, take some extra time. I'm going to use your next turn's move.
Cool. That's fine. Okay. See you guys in like 20 minutes.
That's hard move territory.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Eve, Raven, Garth.
Okay.
Oh wait, Garth didn't.
Garth.
Was that this
He
turn?
went-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kinsey went, then Garth, then Tice.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
This isn't right. I would take the harm.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right.
Goddess.
Oh, this takes the harm. This is fine.
All right.
Fuck this meat suit. Gotta go fast.
Right.
How much harm are you up to now?
I'm at 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Haven't done shit yet.
It's totally
At
fine.
4. Here we go.
It's gonna be fine.
You got burned from a Loki that you never met.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
You'll remember. We'll talk later. In this life or the next.
All right. Adam, you wanted to go? Oh no.
No, Eve and Raven.
Eve
so
and Raven.
Yes.
Yeah, Eve and Raven.
This
Okay.
time around.
Who's up?
What's happening on the dais now? So Annie has stepped off.
Yeah.
Pink Hulk is snorting bees.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 people left on it.
Yeah. There's the one who made the wrist rocket. There's the woman who shot gas out of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this other woman who has been carefully trying to like get out of the way of stuff so far, but hasn't actually done anything.
Okay. And the one that yelled the no, they have to see, that was the wrist rocket
Yeah.
person. Okay. Let's see. First, I would like to activate my epic armor, because that seems
Sure.
advisable.
That's just kind of a free thing. That's
Yeah.
Probably a good call.
and as everyone will recall, that looks like plates under her skin
Oh god, I forgot.
forming into place.
You're welcome. Let's see. And I would like to cast a spell on that person.
Which one?
The wrist rocket.
Yeah, okay. What do you want to do?
I would like to send them to a different place.
What if they don't want to go?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay. Okay, so the sending them to a different place, can I make that opening a small wormhole directly under them?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's see if it works.
Okay, if it works. 2d6 plus wait.
That'd be great.
Don't
Oh.
say.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Those are
11
the ones. Oh, those
11 plus 3 is 14.
Oh, you just saw the stars.
Mm.
There's
Yeah.
1 star, but it's a 6 and a 5.
Yeah, the 5s also have stars on
Ah,
these.
okay.
Yeah,
They're very confusing.
Okay.
they are.
Just like Eve.
Accurate.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Basically, stars are good.
Stars are
It's
good.
fine.
Confusing and lovable.
Stars
Yes.
are good.
Okay, so portal opens, and all right. So you wanted to open up a wormhole under their feet, and where is it going?
You owe the meaty kaiju some flesh. You took some.
There is that.
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm sending. Well, not new dad. I'm sending it to old dad.
That's trickier. Your connections there are a little more tenuous.
It's a space in space, though.
Yes, that's true.
I still kind of know where
She
it
rolled
is.
real good.
Yeah, she did.
So good.
Yep.
If that won't work, I can accidentally send him to Meet Universe.
No, that's
fine.
fine. Well, yeah. Actually, I think probably somewhere like Meet Universe is better, just because Yogg doesn't want visitors,
Oh yeah.
and it has some ability to be like, no, I don't want that.
Isn't this engineering the god of?
Just spoil everything.
Oh,
It's a god making things.
I did figure that
How
out.
dare you.
I wasn't gonna call
Sending
it out,
it
though.
to a completely organic universe is beautiful irony.
Yeah, it's like carnivorous organic, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Cool.
Yeah.
nice.
You're right, though. I've taken a lot of things from Meat World, so let's send one back.
Yeah.
Give them their pound of flesh.
Okay.
Yes.
So you got a 10 plus. Here's what happens.
Okay.
The whoop opens up underneath, and they're like, huh? And actually clicks their heels together, and this thrust comes out of the bottom of their shoes. And they're like, huh, huh, like straining against the pole of the portal.
Yeah.
But is losing, and gets her hands out and is like grabbing stuff, trying to get anything, and manages to grab Annie, who was like trying to get in on the fight at this point.
No.
You know? And the two of them slip away.
I hope Raven didn't see that.
Raven's flying through the air.
Did I land already? I probably didn't see.
Maybe not.
I might have seen.
Yeah. But there is an agonizing moment, and Eve is a very compassionate person.
Yeah.
Ultimately, even if she doesn't always express it, seeing that like, no, like is utter terror
Yeah.
on this person's face, and then is
This is a bad
grabbing
thing.
and is just grabs
Oh, that's the worst.
the one thing they could get, and Annie just is like, what? Like didn't see this coming at all.
Yeah.
And then they both just go whoop, whoop, and
Oh no.
I think it's a better story if I did see.
okay. As
Like
you're
that's
as
more
you're coming
drama.
back down.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I probably fell, and then like I'm getting
Yeah.
up to look, and just as and then I see, oh my, like sucked
Yeah.
into a hole.
Yeah.
I probably didn't know it was you though.
I mean,
I mean, does it look like all her other portals she's done?
Yeah.
Okay.
We know your portals.
Yeah.
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 They're kind of awful. All right. And so only the gas ladies standing on the.
Well, there's also this other gal who hasn't really done anything and is kind of keeping an eye on what's happening.
Okay.
It's hard to tell what her deal is.
If I roll judgment, that's my action. Okay, and I don't have judgment, so I probably wouldn't do that. And I just saw my mom sucked into a portal, so I'd probably just scream.
Does it change anything if I mention that the portal's still open?
You're a monster.
It was a very good portal.
You are a monster.
Stable and
Yeah.
reliable.
But I have a daughter now too. Like Raven, half an hour ago probably would have been "Phew," right in the portal, but now it's oh, now I'm responsible for little Raven. Shit. So I lose my mom so she can keep her mom.
Fuck. Yikes.
That's a mind fuck.
Which is her mom.
Ah, right.
brain.
It's very, very.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Oh.
I probably would not. She probably wouldn't think about it that much. She probably would just be like, "Mom!" and scream and teleport to the stage.
Yep.
And then the only other person I've seen attacking is the girl with the lady with the gas. So I
Yep.
probably teleport right behind her, and then I probably stab her with my new dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use that dagger.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's roll prowess.
Okay.
Smite
Oh,
your
good.
enemies.
Yeah. I'm gonna get another good die. Okay. Oh, good. Yes, those are both good. 11, 10.
Oh, all right. Oh, we had to go backwards on that. Okay.
Pop on. So good.
Yes.
Okay.
Again,
so,
she was not thinking. This is not a, hey,
Yeah.
I will be good at this.
Right.
No.
Sure. Yeah, you flit over there. You realize you have to back up from the suction
Yeah.
of the portal. The air pressure is really, really different, and it's just creating this wind tunnel. And as you back up, you realize you've got the god of chemistry.
Yeah.
She's chemistry.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, now he's all sad about it.
And what do you do? Do you grab her? Do you just stab? What does this look like?
I probably do the traditional rogue thing where she's facing one direction, and I pop in right behind her, and I just stab her in the kidneys
Mm.
Yeah.
because I'm
And then back
Garbage
away
human.
from her.
probably.
Yeah. Okay.
I might do this many stabs because it's kind of a
Yeah.
small thin thing because
Yeah.
it's a fang.
Or you could go into the neck.
I feel maybe I did roll really well, so I'll let you decide where I stab.
Well, I want you to tell me what
Okay.
Raven's doing.
Yeah, she's not a tactician, so I don't know if she'd be I think this is the most vulnerable part of the body. It'd really be stabbing in the back, angry, stabbing. So just the back area.
Yeah.
She might get a lucky shot and hit something important. I don't know.
Okay.
She just barely got a 10, so.
Yeah. You stab, and you feel you're yeah, and you realize that was harder to stab into than I thought it would be,
Yeah.
and then you kind of push past whatever sort of barrier is there, and the fang slips in between her ribs,
Okay.
comes back out, and you're like, ugh. You're ready for
Do the
whatever.
thing. Yeah.
And she turns around and looks confused and says, "It's an interesting compound. I don't know why it would be what is that made of? I can't dismantle it." And there is, as she turns back away from you and is unsure what to do right now, and there's smoke coming out of the wound.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, she's not able to
No.
counterattack right now.
Okay, good.
So she's looking pretty confused.
Excellent. Confusion is good.
Nice.
I stabbed a person.
Good job.
Is this your first physical attack?
No, because they attacked the snake, too, with the
that's
frying
right.
pan.
That's right. No, you grabbed a knife. It was almost a
that's right.
frying
It was
pan.
almost-
And we were all like,
God.
really? Frying pan? You're in a kitchen. And you were like, oh no, I grab a knife. There we go.
That was great.
All right. So, do you need one as well?
These are some thirsty kids. I like it.
Thank you.
It's that kind of show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's Raven's turn.
Yeah.
Eve.
I did horrible portal things.
Portals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Is that
knock it
everyone
off.
in the-
Okay, so I think we're back around to the top. And Garth, I'd like you to go first. You don't have to if anyone else wanted to jump in, but I really want to check in with Garth.
So basically, what I'm going to do is like my bee swarm is going to kind of drunkenly fly away from what's left of the swarm is going to fly away to like a nearby like patch of grass, where I'm going to like reform with like I guess chunks of me missing.
Okay, you tell me.
Yeah, I've got like oh no more left hand, that's gone,
Okay,
and just like pieces scooped out.
yeah, the bites of it out of your deltoid. and-
Yeah.
yeah,
It's very gross.
yeah.
You don't.
Yikes.
So yeah, basically, like I'm still like crackling with lightning, and
Mhm.
pieces of me are missing, and I'm just gonna like hold on to the grass and try and draw some power out of
Okay.
the earth to
Yeah.
heal myself.
This is definitely some grass that doesn't belong here. Like
Yeah.
it was like it's a parking lot, right? But this grass is poked up through the concrete. It's this tiny little thread of grass.
Yeah.
But this grass has said "fuck you" to this concrete, and it's on your side. So,
Oh,
This is good grass.
what do you got?
Just like
All
Garth.
right,
Yeah.
roll metal for this one. This is my regrowth power. So that's a 10.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn.
Actually, go ahead and roll another die.
Sure, I'm gonna steal yours.
Yay!
Oh.
Six.
Okay.
Hi,
So
diggity dog.
we were rolling to see if you would get doubles. So you're going to take that instead. It turns out the lightning that's crackling all over you is actually helping hold you together.
Oh god.
Fun fact, that has to do with the move I picked for my advancement.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yes.
What's that?
Well, I now have Cataclysm.
Oh, Lord.
neat.
Okay.
Well,
Fun. Please tell me more.
What's that do?
I basically
Subscribe.
get to use an element to demolish everything everywhere. And can you guess what my element is going to be?
No, I can't think of anything.
Sunlight.
Water.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
just
water.
Yes, bees.
Bees are an element.
So yeah,
now.
on a 10 plus, I heal 5 harm. So my hand like grows
Dude,
back
like a
from
gross
stumpy
Deadpool
wrist.
hand.
Progress.
Because it's such a bad
Yeah,
eraser.
it's a really bad eraser.
Yeah. So yeah,
Actually,
like,
can I add to that a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
What actually happens is, like, from outside the park, the landfill park,
Yeah.
where all the fun things happen, more bees come swarming in and attach to the bloody parts and start forming.
yes.
That's first you have like a bee hand, and then it turns into your regular hand. So it's super gross, and
Very awesome.
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, now
that
I'm back.
just ruined your day, Kimmy.
A little bit.
I just
Sorry.
got 100%
I
back
love
to full
it.
strength. I am
Nice.
whole again.
Dope.
What'd you say?
I said I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with her
She
friends.
super wants to be friends with him again.
Even seeing Garth in a new way.
Yeah.
And that way is bees.
Bees!
Yeah.
Bee friends.
Oh.
That's good.
Friends.
That's real. Okay. So that was Garth's turn. You healed up, and you've got some stuff coming soon.
Sure.
How's everyone else's harm? Just because I know Garth would want to know.
Not amazing.
I took the most, but I think you had a little bit left over from.
Yeah, I'm at 4.
Kenzie
much
saved him
have you?
from harm, so
No.
I'm good.
Kinsey's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a feeling that's going to change really fast. But
Just checking.
yeah.
Okay. So who would like to go next?
Yep.
Let's check in with Thais
Sweet.
up on the roof.
Did I get there?
Oh yeah, remember because you said you were going to go fast.
I know. Yeah. I just wanted to
Yeah.
be there. Okay, cool.
You paid to get there.
Yeah. Jesus, yes. Okay, what? Everyone's kind of all over the place. I'm gonna...
I'm like right in the middle of it all.
Let's use...
Oh yeah, and there is way more lava than garbage at this point.
Yeah, that seems...
It's a good thing you're up on that building, actually.
Yeah, cool. Buildings feels like a good thing. All right, since let's just change it up and not actually shoot the gun, I would like to use Visionary. So let's get a couple seconds ahead of this fight and see what the best thing to like attack in a second will be.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, I'll take the 11 plus 3 is a 14.
Can you hear
Yeah, I
that?
did that math right.
Can you hear that song? It's right outside.
Sweet.
Fills you up, pushes you forward. What's it say?
On the 10 plus, the vision is mostly clear and gives insightful direction.
Yeah, it is.
And a +1 forward when following the signs.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean I would have a +4 if I shot my gun next? If I got some good direction on what to shoot?
Yeah, if you're firing based on the information you got, then yes.
Cool. Sweet. Good to know.
Maximum +4 to any one roll,
Yeah.
but yes.
Did you already get +4 whenever you hear?
No, it's
Oh,
+3.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
it's
a
only
+4 to
+3.
weave. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Max.
I do one thing so good. I don't cast spells. I barely punch people in the face. I'm not even good at climbing up to shoot my gun. I took harm to get to a place to shoot.
that's funny. Took harm from a building. All right. So, what is it exactly you're looking for?
The most opportunity, like the most important thing to kill soon.
Okay.
Like I want to shut this whole thing down. So
Okay.
Show me.
The woman who hadn't really done anything yet
Yeah.
has successfully is functionally invisible, all right? But when you look into the future, you see her get over to the tanks that hold the chemical and basically just punch them open,
Okay.
right? And then she becomes visible, but if you reverse that view, you're like, oh, shimmer, 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 you know, sort of like the Predator.
Yeah.
You've seen that? There's just that sort of see-through shimmer
Sweet.
of that person.
Perfect.
So she hasn't punched it open yet? That's what
No,
Ty saw? Okay.
But
that's
she's
Ty's
gonna, and you can track her whole path
her
of
arc.
like walking over the lava
Nice.
and getting over to the tanks of chemical.
And she flipped her visor out, so I don't need like assist on this. We're gonna kind of no scoping because I have long view and I don't use the scope anymore. So yeah, I got this. I'll eyeball it. Good to know. I'm done.
Okay.
Nice. I hunker down.
Yep. You've
Watch the
got
field.
just a few seconds before she gets there. Next turn, you'll be out of time. I mean, you'll have next turn.
Okay,
and
cool.
then-
I was like,
yeah,
do I have to do it
yeah,
now?
sorry, I said that wrong. Let's go to Eve.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. What's happening on the dais now?
There isn't really a dais anymore. It's just wreckage.
Right? Yeah.
Wreckage
Pieces
on
of it
top
are
of
getting sucked into the portal.
Cool. That's fine.
The giant dude, the god of biology, is still wrestling with Garth and Thor.
Okay. He seems busy.
Oh, he'll be handled.
Engineering and Annie went through the portal.
I know.
In case you forgot.
I didn't
Yeah.
forget. I feel terrible about it.
But chemistry, her name's Rhea, by the way,
Good name.
is kind of doing battle with Raven, but mostly looks confused because there's smoke coming out of the wound in her back.
Okay.
So that's what's going on.
Okay. Good question. What do I want to do? I mean, Thor and Garth probably have the Hulk kind of smashed up. Seems like. I would like to. I'm gonna do something gross.
That's good. That's nice for a change.
Okay.
On brand.
I would like to cast a spell on chemistry to close the wound so the smoke gets trapped in her body.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
pressure cooker.
Just conjure a meat plant in there to plug it in.
Yeah. Oh, where's Randolph?
Nice.
Got it. A healing spell, sort of. Okay.
Sort of. Yep. Seal that right up.
I don't know what that says.
11.
Okay, I believe you. All right. So the spell is close up the wound. I think you're heal one, or no? We took healing off of the arcane.
We did take
Yeah.
healing off of
But
there.
that's fine. We could definitely close up a wound,
Yeah,
stop the bleeding.
yeah. Like seal this person.
Yeah.
Uh,
Close them up.
Yeah, close them up.
Make them watertight.
Or you could just do the inflict harm.
Yeah. Wait, what did I get? I get 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I get 2 things.
Yeah, I
Take
mean,
two
we'll
effects.
take the inflict harm as sort of what's happening first,
Right.
and then things.
And then let's see. That seems like a bad idea. How about reveal a secret? Does that work?
Oh yeah. You are now also aware of physics sneaking back to the back of the landfill.
Sneaky physics. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you can also feel the potentiality, like the future of, like you can feel Thais drawing a bead on this invisible figure.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I wink from very far away.
Yeah. Just to make it extra gross for the like seal of the wound thing, can it be like wormy tendrils of flesh, like
Yeah, absolutely.
like reaching
Tie-
out to each
tie it
other
up.
and like nodding, basically.
She's our yucky friend.
Perfect.
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah. Body horror is the best.
You're welcome.
I have to gouge out my mind's eye really quick.
That's good.
I fixed it.
Let's jump over to Raven, because Rhea's eyes just got real big.
Yeah, she's
What do you want to do about it?
Yeah, I mean, it worked before, so I think I'm gonna. Is the portal still open?
Mm-hmm.
Is it behind her?
Well,
Like,
it's,
where is
kind
it?
of next to you two, right? Like you're facing off, and it's just, off to the side.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't know how to do that though. I think I'm going to. Like, jump to the side, and then just with all the force I can, like slam the knife into her and try and push both of us into the portal. Like try and get her into the portal.
Okay, let's roll prowess.
Oh, good. I'm good at this again. 8, 7. It's okay, my friend. You can come get me.
You have to choose a complication.
Other than going to a meat universe.
What
pretty fucking complex.
one thing do you want from Smite Your Enemies?
Oh yeah. I want to take something from my enemy, which is their freedom.
Yeah. Okay.
They get sucked into that portal.
Yeah. You could see, as you drive your knife in again, the spreading. It was already kind of spreading from the back. I mean, it's hard to tell because she has a suit on, but you could see these green. Her veins are turning green, and that is crisping under her skin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And she coughs as you stab her, and she grabs at you, and if you want to go with her, this will be a killing blow. And you, Raven, will have murdered a god. And I think you should know you are also in the process of having a vision. It's not really a flashback, but it is a vision from the past. And you see Rhea inviting Annie over for tea. And they're talking about how to advance the humans. And Rhea is making an impassioned argument about, like, we could just let the humans do their thing. They're fascinating. They do weird shit. It's fun to watch. Like, who cares if they're wrong about everything?
Yeah.
That's fun. I'm enjoying, And you see Rhea make eye contact with a couple of the others. And when Annie looks away, Rhea cracks a powder into Annie's tea.
No, 100%. Like, fuck this bitch. I trust Eve to come get me, and I trust Thais to raise little me if I can't come back.
Raven relying on her family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, trust, like 100% trusting, and like they will take care of what I'm leaving behind, and this is worth it to get this bitch.
Okay. So you stab her, and she's like, "Huh," and tries to fight it, and then in the process, she's already burning from the inside.
Yeah.
Slips, and you manage to get the dagger up under her chin.
Right.
It goes all the way up in, but you lose the balance, and you go through the portal.
Yeah.
And you all see Raven stab this god in the brain and falleth through the portal.
It's okay. You guys have a raven already. It's okay.
Someone else want to go?
I already went.
I think it's
Next
Ken's.
round.
Yeah, we've got Kenzie has a turn.
Supposed to be like doing something.
As the ground like continues to grow up underneath me, I'm basically creating a small mountainous volcano in this little landfill.
That's all right. Riverside could use some hiking area.
Yeah, it's better than it's better than an actual landfill. But as as the mountain is still growing behind me, I have it. I just kind of like land down in superhero pose.
Yep, superhero landing.
Nice.
Hard on the knees,
Yeah.
as we know, but looks great.
It looks great. I land in superhero pose in front of this pink Hulk.
Yeah.
Basically at this point I am lava.
Okay.
Nice.
So similar to my rock mech shape, but it's actually like lava. Is it magma at this point? No, it's magma when it's
Under, yeah.
Lava.
Yeah.
Like my skin is just like masses of flowing lava.
Yeah.
And I just slam my fist into his face.
Don't be eating
And
face.
yeah.
You can see
stupid.
like wings and bee legs in his teeth, and
Ew.
Yeah. And I want to be using the Furious Anger to challenge him.
all right then.
Nice.
I'm not so much trying to do damage as I'm trying to.
Also got to rewrite.
Yeah. All right. 5 plus 3 is 8. I'm
Nice.
gonna spend a thread and re-roll that one.
Yeah, this can't get worse.
Not much better.
Okay, so
6
it's
plus
a
3
9.
is 9.
So,
So
Garth, if you want to use your next action, you can help him, but I don't know if you want to do that or not. Or if you've got something in mind
it's
already.
basically the next attack on him gets a +1 instead of, or if you help, it would would get an extra option from this my enemy.
I mean, my thing was going to be unleashing the new power of lightning upon this.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you hang on to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Language, Michael.
I'm sorry.
We do not talk like this. It is a family-friendly show.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have families on this show.
This son of a gun.
We are family on this show.
Yeah.
Aw. That was good.
Fuck yeah.
Good.
Where's my frog going?
So,
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
So I throw a massive lava fist into his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine Thor's just standing behind going, ha-ha!
Yeah.
Yes!
A solid hit.
Hit! A palpable hit!
Yeah.
Nice.
He doesn't know that word.
No.
Okay, so you
Just done damage.
smash his stupid face.
Yeah.
His head whips around. There's burns on his cheek, and he spits out bee guts. And
Wait, now that I'm whole again, does it turn back into Garth meat?
no.
What a good and horrible question.
Yes!
Question.
We're so friends.
You guys are besties.
Oh,
I'm spending
God.
so
Well,
much time in that garden together.
Now it is.
Oh, gross.
Spits out a finger.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Garth's finger.
Yeah.
It's got that little like pot leaf tattoo on it.
Oh.
And so that move doesn't do harm itself, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I'm assuming it also doesn't take harm either.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you set it up, and what is the actual result?
So the next to attack, this person gets a +1. So
Okay.
because they're focused on me now.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you have all of his attention.
Yes.
And that is great. So we're moving into the next round.
I would like to do a thing.
I know, I bet everybody.
Yeah,
has a
there's
thing.
some things to do.
I'm good, actually.
Well, yeah. So Raven has to go last.
Yeah.
Because things.
Because I'm not there.
Yeah.
I just want to explain for a second. I don't know if I especially after the vision where it was because I don't know, when it was okay, the whole reason I was miserable through my whole childhood is because of this woman.
Yeah.
All that's really was the impetus of fuck everything.
Yeah.
All that alone and awful and everything I felt my whole life is because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why.
One focal point.
Yeah. So that's why it was I don't care what happens with anything else. You will pay for what you've done.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you had the poison blade that could do her in.
Yep. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the impetus for why there was the fuck everything. So yeah. Okay. I didn't know if that was clear last time. So.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anybody know the thing they want to do probably isn't going to affect anyone else?
This is definitely going to affect lots of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch some more. So why don't I?
Okay.
Okay. Just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Follow up your threat. with-
Yeah.
So you're using your own +1?
Yeah. I guess so. I guess I am.
You can decide
Or
to
is
leave it for someone else. Decide
Yeah.
after you roll.
Yeah. Well, because you're gonna destroy lots of things, right? So no.
I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess.
What's your prowess?
3.
Okay.
Is it 8?
So I'll put up to
Oh,
8.
okay. That still works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did
Yep.
it.
I can
Pick one
take
thing
some
from the
harm.
prowess list.
I am going to make an opening for an ally.
Okay.
So I, with my giant lava hands, I just reach out and I grab onto him, my, burning into his flesh, and I just lift him up into the air, ready to smash him back down on the ground. But right now he's just up in the air, a little higher than everything else.
He's just the tallest thing in the area.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to trade blows with a god.
Yep.
You need to take 5 harm.
I think I'll only take 2, right?
Or you spend a thread.
No, my epic armor
was Oh no, Garth's armor is off. So yeah,
Yeah,
you'll take
mine's
3.
3. Okay, 3.
As
Dex
when
2,
you
okay.
you pick him up and you have his arms trapped.
Yeah.
And he
Like
just
a
goes
finger.
wham, wham, wham,
Yeah.
like 3 enormous.
That's
like
amazing.
if you had been a meat person,
Yeah.
your head would just be pulverized. It would just
Right,
be a
yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
Right. But he's headbutting a lava monster.
Yes, yeah.
So
yeah.
limited success.
Yeah.
Um,
I
So-
just say to him, you are literally banging your head against a brick wall.
Yay!
excellent.
Very good.
That's a good line.
And just for fun, just
Hit him back.
hit him back.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I can't use Cataclysm
Why not?
because you would take a bunch of damage too.
It's all right.
He's very vulnerable to lightning.
It's all
Learned
right.
that before.
Yeah.
I'm still in my ascendance move in my mind too, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Everyone in range takes. Oh yeah, that's right. I did, huh? Oh yeah,
Let's not have a repeat of that.
Yeah. Can we not?
Well, I don't know what Cataclysm does yet.
that's true. Nope.
So basically, like, I'm still like crackling with lightning at this point, and I feel like there's something new going on,
Yep.
and I'm going to take how I feel and channel it into I want that to be dead.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's, Kenzie's holding him up in the air.
Yeah. So you know Cataclysm is a like area of effect, right? Okay.
As a player, I know this.
Yeah.
I'm the guard.
Okay. No, that's fine. I don't want to like. We'll get you with the rules, like that's not how I roll.
No, he was just reading that on
Yeah.
the move. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We know.
Okay. So let's roll.
So I'm a good distance away from this boy. But
Yeah.
I'm still blessed.
Yeah.
Also, why isn't Thor hitting anybody? Come on, Thor.
He's cheering you on.
You know,
Reroll that one.
All right.
There you go.
And I'm
And then
spinning
spin
a
a
thread.
Oh God, you're gonna make a mess.
No, you're not. It's a 1 again.
Come on, man.
Who earned?
You could spin lots of threads.
I only had
Oh.
one to
Oh,
spend.
that's
No.
too bad.
Because he just leveled.
It's still 7.
So that's a 7. So everyone in range, it's going to take 4 harm, and I'll take 2.
Okay. So yeah, right now Thor has his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "Okay, reach out like this, grab the forks of it, and pull it down with your fingers." And you did it too good, or not quite right, And you pull down a bolt of lightning from the sky. You can feel it, doing this, but the effort of it is dealing this 2 harm,
Yeah.
which would, and your armor's not up, but it would bypass armor anyway, because it's effort, right?
Yeah.
But you slam 4 harm into this thing, which seems like it's done more than 4 harm to it.
Okay.
Him, sort of. And that he starts to swell a little bit like a marshmallow in the microwave, and is continuing to crackle. Kenzie, you also take 4 harm.
Yep.
Are you
That's
still
fine.
up?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Because it doesn't bypass my armor, right?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to subtract your armor.
So I'm fine. I still got
Okay. Biology doesn't believe in armor.
Take 2 more. Right, yeah.
Biology believes in regeneration.
Yes.
You can do both.
Yeah, I mean, why not both? That's true.
Maybe you should think about armadillos.
No, true. Biology does evolve all sorts of defense mechanisms. So, and it looks like he is currently trying to change, and but can't decide, or he's just can't focus. The lightning has stunned his mind, right, and he cannot pull his form under control. And
Yeah, lightning sucks, doesn't it?
how gross.
How gross. All gross.
Okay,
Most gross, please.
Please, yes.
Okay.
Bacon gross.
and he swells and bubbles and twists and screams, but it turns into the screeching of thousands of rats as his body falls apart into hundreds of rats that just
Forms.
fall around you and just scatter.
Wow.
There's a bunch of dead
Across the
rats
lava.
too. Yeah.
Nice.
A bunch of them are going out through
Yes.
the driveway, and
Grow from that.
But yeah, that's you just have a great big pile of rats drop on you.
Cool.
And Thor says, "Hey, you almost had it. That was very good."
Buddy.
It's a good dad.
Well, thanks, but we gotta go after Raven.
Well, let's.
That's what I'm just saying.
So the
I'm not
question
doing
is,
it.
do you want to do something before I do something?
Yes.
All right.
I
think
do
I
want
have
to
a
do
pretty
the
good
thing.
idea of what I'm going to do, so go ahead.
Yeah, you do that thing. I'm going to do this thing. I would like to use an ascendance move.
Yes.
Would you read your ascendance move
Yes.
for us?
The Arcane's ascendance move is the threads of fate have been coming together for this one inscrutable purpose. The warp and weft are yours to command as you bring the weave under your control for one perfect moment.
Nice.
And so, as she is now the daughter of quantum science, I would like to basically bend space and time. So, what happens is you see the sky kind of darken, and you see the stars of our solar system, but also some very different ones
Nice.
that are the same stars as you would see from the meat planet. And you see Eve kind of go camouflage, but it's like nebula colors.
Nice.
And she looks kind of like she's everywhere.
Nice.
And you see, like, it almost looks like a tentacle reaches through the portal, but also through the sky,
Yes.
and scoops out Raven from the portal.
Her.
Okay.
I would like to scoop Annie, but I don't know if that's too much to ask.
Well, we need to jump forward and do your thing.
Okay.
What were you going to do?
I was in Murder's Sentence move. That was fine. That was very obvious. Just stop time, walk over, put some bullets in people, and grab Raven.
Okay.
Leave this bullet here.
Well,
yeah, that's fine.
all right.
I got more.
No, I know, you're good. I figured. That's why I was like, you do the thing.
Let me do the thing.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. So you're Raven. We're going to rewind a little bit. You
Okay.
went through the portal.
Yeah.
And you're like basically on Rhea as you're falling.
Yeah.
Right. And you land. You don't actually fall that far. It's like enough to kind of knock your breath out for a second. But you also land on her, and she just splats like in a goo.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a recognizable person anymore.
Is it a non-Newtonian?
Yeah. Yes.
Make a chemistry joke.
Yeah,
Go.
non-Newtonian fluid, and it just flows away for no reason. And you see your mother in a fight with engineering,
Okay.
and engineering has like some kind of weird cobbled together sword of some time, and is trying to kill her, but she keeps just stepping out of the way, like really, we don't have to. Are you gonna keep? Come on! And she just steps and ducks, and like, I know what you're gonna do, and just stop. And
Amazing.
and she's just so tired of him. Yeah, as you're talking, she keeps talking, and you realize she's doing that every other word is for you thing again. And she'd really like you to come up and stab this asshole in the back.
Yeah.
And she's just chiding him, and he's so angry,
Yeah.
right? But every word out of her mouth is this perfect pinpoint insult of years of working together and just grinding
Love
his
her.
ego.
Okay.
Their ego,
There you go.
engineering. She has made an opening for you.
Yeah. I totally do the thing.
Okay.
Do the thing.
Stab,
Do it so
stab.
good.
Oh, I'm not good at it. I fail miserably. I'm going to burn a thread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it so good.
Because now is not the time to fail in the meat world.
Oh yeah, and you're surrounded by like the equivalent of palm trees.
Yeah.
But they are clearly like scaly meat things.
God, I really don't want to go down there.
Yeah.
6, so 5.
There's some kind of like coconut looking thing up at the top.
Yeah, I'm going to burn another thread.
Pretty sure it's not a coconut. Whatever's up there.
That's a skull.
Is this the meat world upside
There we go.
down?
Yeah.
7. There we go. Okay, this is a success.
Okay.
7.
Great. You jam your epic poison dagger into this guy. And it's not enough to kill him, but it is enough where he's like, what the, like, didn't even realize you were there.
Yeah.
And your mother just, like, again, like, the blade just goes right by her. There's a little piece of her hair that flutters to the ground.
Nice.
She reaches up and snaps his neck.
Nice.
He was exhausting.
She's perfect.
And as you're talking, this tentacle comes down out of the sky.
Yeah, just like a giant, like way bigger than ever you have seen her tentacles be, and it's also like slightly transparent and looks like a rainbow nebula and sparkly.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Grab on.
It's like, come on.
It's like feeling around.
Make a little
Where'd I put that?
Where's my raven?
This is so
Right.
good.
So, okay, wait. So, as a goddess, is she able to leave this realm? She is, right?
She doesn't know where she is.
Oh.
It's a big tentacle. You could both fit.
Yeah, right? What?
All right. Yeah. I mean, I think I would probably hug her immediately after the guy fell.
Yeah.
And if I see the rainbow tentacle, I'll probably be like, okay, we have to go. Like, hold on to her like super tight,
Yeah.
and like both grab the tentacle.
It's like the grossest claw game ever. It's like, got him.
Excellent.
Oh man, from the ceiling or from the roof, Thais sees you're like, got him. Yeah. She starts clapping.
Don't you still have to shoot that person?
Did not forget.
All right. Let's. Oh God, who's taking turns?
Thais is
Everyone but
Raven.
Thais.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody but Thais.
Once I've got them scooped out, like, scars go back to normal, like regular
Sure.
sky.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need two
Yeah, we
universes
go back
in the same
Go
place
back to
at once.
realizing we shouldn't have been able to see the stars because there's this ash cloud over us, right? But we could.
Yeah.
There's so many things wrong with it.
I've seen all of this and thrown up.
Maybe out of his mouth too. It's just like a. This day sucks.
Meanwhile, there was like a tentacle. Yes, Thor.
Beware, the giant squid is attacked.
He's such a good boy.
Oh, buddy.
Such a good buddy. Nice. Okay, so now that I see like the look of like I caught him with my claw, I want to like whistle or yell very loudly to get physics attention.
Okay.
So I just want to make like a hey, and see if she looks over it like at me. I don't care if it's like shimmery. I would love to see right between those beautiful shimmery eyes.
Yeah, I mean, she glances real quick because she thinks it's not at her, right? Like,
Okay,
no
I'll
one
yell
can see
physics.
her. Oh, okay.
Physics. Hey, girl. Smile.
And
And
you're-
then I shoot.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you see like, there's this moment of, like, when she doubts that she's invisible, her invisibility fails.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stupid
Got a
Heisenberg.
little smirk
Yeah.
from behind the thing. Those are not very good, but that's a 7 plus 4 is an 11.
Yeah.
It's still fine.
Can I burn a thread and re-roll again
How
and
is
have
it-
more favor?
How is it not
It's fine.
good?
It's okay.
It's a 10
more.
plus.
I would like
Keep
more
it.
There isn't
keep
more.
It, keep
Yeah,
it.
keep the thread for
Can
when
I-
you really need
can
it.
Can I burn the thread
don't get this.
and try for higher?
You can, but if you need it
I
later.
am godlike. I would like to try.
Okay.
Oh, you've got
Perfect. That makes sense.
Yes.
Wait, what
Whatever
is
you say.
So you save the 5.
godlike smiting.
Oh, okay.
So you select all options.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Oh,
still going to
that's
take
right.
the 2 higher.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
yeah. Oh.
And now it's doubles.
And
Yeah,
it's double,
and
so
now
you
it's
can get your
double.
thread back. Yeah.
Sweet, and that's a 14?
The fates have
Yep.
willed it so.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And read Godlike for us. Not a lot of
Cool.
people have those yet.
Yay. Okay. On 13 plus, select all options from the list.
All
I
of
would like to do all of them, please.
Okay.
Protect
Everything.
myself, go for the throat, gain an advantageous position, take something from my enemy, and make an opening for an ally.
Okay.
Damn.
All
All
right.
these
That
things.
was worth it. Okay.
It was super worth
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was 100% worth it. Especially when it ended up being doubles and you even got your fucking thread back.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that was meant to happen.
Super
Yeah.
Force's favorite.
Yeah.
100%.
I didn't realize you
The
had the godlike.
the attack that is coming at you, as she's like, "Ugh." She actually, yeah. So what happens is she wings are hand out, and the attack that you take is gravity getting worse. And you get pulled into the roof of the building, and then the roof of the building starts to crack, and you fall through.
Cool.
Right? I mean, your shot went off. You shot her super good.
Cool,
Right?
okay.
She takes
As long
5
as
harm.
I shot her super good.
Takes a bunch of harm. She's not quite dead, but it was a very, very good attack.
Thank you for comforting me as I fall through a building.
Yeah. But you need to take 4 harm. Do you have epic armor? No, because that's for scaredy cats.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
But also, the opportunity for allies is her invisibility is permanently busted, because she's doubtful now. And the thing you took away was she was about to smash the canister of whatever this material is, and had to dive away from it to not get immediately killed. And she's also visible to everyone. Is there a result on there that I'm not thinking of?
Well, it's only 3 harm technically because I get to not take 1 of the harm, but that's still enough.
Yeah.
That will do it.
That'll do what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and die.
yeah,
But
that's the
do
end
I
of that
die immediately?
round, though, right? Is it?
That's the how much harm are you at?
I'm at exactly
Yeah.
7.
Okay, so you are dying.
Cool.
I would like to guardian the shit out of this issue
Oh, okay.
because everybody's gone, right? So we can.
Is this
Second.
new round?
Yeah.
Does it count?
Yeah.
Well,
Extra?
you're. It's just going to use your next round action. Yeah.
Yes,
that's
I'm
fine.
aware of that. Yeah. Because I'm building a volcano,
Right.
and I'm not going to let my friend get shot.
I didn't get shot.
No, she's
Or-
getting gravity weld.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gravity weld. Yeah.
I do appreciate the help, but please explain to me how you on the outside saw me drop through this building.
Wait, you dropped through a building?
I
Yeah.
got pulled.
Yeah.
I got pulled floor by
Yeah,
floor
I don't
through
know
the
if the
building.
Guardian's gonna make the most sense in this because you also
Well-
are holding a zapping mass of brats and stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, how long does my ascendance move really last?
I mean, you did make a lava mountain.
yes.
That's
That's a big thing.
I feel
Pretty
like
much.
feel like you changed to the earth. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think the real thing is Kinsey doesn't know
Yeah.
what happened.
No, you're right.
To react to it.
Stupid. That's really stupid.
Um,
It's a stupid thing to do, Thais.
I didn't do this for what it's worth.
Crap.
You and your mom have reappeared kind of in the middle of the landfill. You're over by where the dais used to be, I think, or I forget.
I think I was like not where the dais was, but like in the crowd, because I like never moved.
Oh yeah, so you're still kind of in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So am I close to the building where Thais is?
Kinda, yeah. Actually, yeah, because it's the parking lot. You park at the building, and then, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you might have seen that happen.
Okay.
Let's just go into round 5 and see what everyone does.
Well, if I did see that happen, I'm running into the building to
Okay.
where she is.
Okay.
And you appear significantly hurt, yeah?
Yeah.
Before that, do you want to take an action, Thais?
You-
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think, like, I think every time she, like, hit a floor, she was taking a harm on impact. And she would not have let herself hit that, hit the final floor. I think she burned an ascendance move. Because she's like, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. I remember the vision. And you will not mourn my death. That's not going to be a thing that happens. So I would like to stop time. And take my time to exit the building.
Mm-hmm.
And walk back over to the battlefield. And, like, as she walks, I think she starts to feel, like, that same gravity well of, like, the godlike sort of, like, everything sort of caving in. And she walks over to you and takes the knife from your hand. And she's going to stab Physics in the throat while she's frozen.
Oh, but that could really hurt her.
Yeah, it might. Sweet. And I think she, like, realizes, like, okay, I think that's game. So she's going to go around to each one of you and say, like, I love you guys so much. And I'm so proud of you. And I'll be watching. Oh, my God, why am I actually crying? This is a pretend game. I will always watch out for you, and I will always protect you. Just not from next to you. Take care. You guys are my family, too. And with that, she Yeah, you know what? She's gonna leave the dagger inside of Bizik's neck so we can like put together what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And when time comes back up again, she's gone.
Do we have memories of you saying all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just hard to react because she's acting sort of out of time.
Yeah. Raven just like crumbles sobbing to the ground. Like the minute time starts, it just like.
The enemies are gone. The landfill's very quiet, and Annie is trying to console Raven. But it's also clear that she probably shouldn't stay for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's consoling Raven, but also trying to get the rest of you to, like, you all need to be together right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she, when she waves you, or when each of you, like, have a chance to see her, like, be together, be a family. And then she steps back and just fades away.
Eve like runs over to hug Raven. It's like this whole thing has like made her understand feelings that are not Pants feelings. That's two. She now has two feelings.
And I guess is Thor sticking around? Because I'm just going to be like, where did she go? You have to know something about this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know Oshun's pantheon well, but I know they have a home. They can be contacted like we can.
Because you did a great job contacting me.
The shade on this one.
Oh.
I wish I had known. And I'm glad that you had Frere for as long as you did. And I want you to know that if you want them, you have two dads who are proud of you and proud to call you one of the Aesir. But
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I understand if you won't want to hear from me again. But know that I'll be checking in with Frere on your progress.
Alright, I need some time right now.
He lightning bolts up into the sky.
The lava from the mountain. Well, it's not really a mountain. It's not that big.
The
but
mound.
The mound. Yeah. The lava like begins to settle, and as it cools, it's clear that it is shot through with veins of rose gold throughout it. And Kinsey walks over to Raven and Eve, and he doesn't hug you, but he just puts his hands, like one on each of your shoulders, and you can feel that his touch is hot, and then he he kind of quickly pulls his hands away, and you realize like if he had kept touching you any longer, it would have burned you. Mm. Yeah, but he says, Roman is a good man.
You're a monster.
And so is Percy. And those kids are strong. And we are strong. Together.
He wasn't supposed to be gone. I don't know how I'm going to raise little Raven without her around. I was kind of planning on that. Although I guess she'll have some brothers.
I have a feeling she'll be looking out for you and Raven. Yeah. And we'll be here for you, always.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think she got to say goodbye to them?
She will be able to say goodbye to anyone she wants now. This is not death. This is not end. We will pretend she died. Let the world believe that she is gone. But, like everything, she just lives in a different way now.
This is just the beginning for her.
Exactly.
So do you think you can, like, party with other gods and we become gods?
I mean, I had my birthday with Garth's granddad. We can go visit her.
That's true.
Karen gave me these coins.
That's true.
Oh, for real though.
We could probably do some like research before we go to another afterlife.
Just go barging
though.
into her family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe we should bring a housewarming gift or something.
Yeah.
That's what Thais would do.
Yeah.
Don't worry, she'll be at her funeral. Watch Otto and Remy. They'll know when she's there.
Yeah.
And you can see her.
Do we really have to have a funeral? Yeah, I guess you're right.
You don't have to go.
No, I don't think it would be right for me not to be there. She was everything to me. No idea what I'm going to say.
I have a feeling the words will come to you.
Are there any bystanders or anything, or are they all gone? Like, is her cult people still there?
The cult people are there,
Okay.
and they are singing the saddest dirge. But it seems like there's more of them than there were before. And if we're okay kind of moving forward, has everyone had a good chance with this scene?
Well, there's one more thing I want
Sure,
to
yeah.
So I'm going to use my, you mean this gatekeep power?
Yeah.
To like make a, I know there's supposed to be a flaw with it, but maybe it doesn't have to have a flaw this time. Like just a like pen and paper.
Yeah.
So it's not like anything super pretty. And I'm
It's
gonna
just
like
a stupid color pen.
yeah, it's like a stupid color pen. Yeah, it's like pink and always.
It's writing in gold.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna like just write out like what I read earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna just walk over to the cult and like hand it to them,
Okay.
and that can be like the first like prayer of her religion
Yeah.
about her being love and being everything.
I love that. Do you want to read it again for us?
Thais can be described in one word: love. She personified love to everyone she knew. To so many of her fans, she was the ideal of self-love. They modeled themselves after her greatness. To a lucky few, she embodied romantic love, and they will forever be changed by the experience. And to a few of us, a lucky few, she shared with us her motherly love and the love of family. In whatever form it took, Thais's love was always like stepping into the warm sun after a cold winter morning.
Yeah.
Kenzie.
Yes.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Would you help me make something to remember Thais by?
Of course.
There's all that gold in the mountain. I think we should make a little idol and give it to the cult people so they can worship her.
Thanks, guys.
She will be remembered.
So blasphemous.
This is a heathen game.
Listen, I know how cults work. You gotta have a mysterious idol.
You do.
I didn't ask all my questions.
They need to make it an altar.
Yeah.
You hear a little voice of Tice, make me look good.
Oh yeah.
Bigger bet, please. Thank
So-
you.
So as we're walking out, you know, and Raven is handing them the prayer, and Eve says that to Kenzie, and behind us, like a bunch of the rose gold just kind of like sort of like seems like it's almost getting like, or it's all getting like sucked back into the ground, and then I step into the middle of them and hold Eve's hand just for a little bit, and just raise a rose gold statue of Thais out of the ground.
And I reach out like a tentacle and like kind of help lathe it
Help,
into like the right
shape
shapes and like shape it. No, she looks a little more like this.
Yeah.
And her hair does this cool thing.
Yeah. And
Her
together
hair
we
will be perfect forever.
Forever.
Finally. That's the only reason I did it.
Yeah.
I was just done with like humidity fucking up my hair.
Yeah, right? Humidity will not have an
Never
effect
again.
on your rose gold statue.
Yeah.
So. I don't even know if rose gold is an actual natural thing, but
I don't know.
It's copper.
yeah.
it's basic,
Red
right?
gold.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, they
yeah.
do have
So it
colored
is a
gold
real-
that's actually like a reddish
Yeah.
color that's in the Black Hills.
Oh,
And
okay,
Because
yeah.
they have gold that they can mine that's like a greenish
Yeah, right?
color and like a
Oh,
reddish
wow.
That's what I
color.
thought.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah. So yeah, we make a little like a 2 foot tall,
Yeah.
2 foot tall idol of Thais.
Well-
And, yeah.
In the coming weeks, is it all right? The group of people who were gathered outside purchase the land that used to be a landfill and start building.
Oh, my cult's in Riverside. Fuck.
It's a starting point.
Yeah, they'll upgrade.
Yeah, it's not the first crazy mega church cult to start on Riverside. I'm just going to tell you.
It's very fair.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
I mean, you picked the spot.
I know. No.
I mean, very quickly a structure goes up and they talk to people about their new church and they've got 30, 40 people coming in. And I mean, right away you realize, even as you guys are leaving, you're like handing the paper to someone. The girl you're talking to, like the 18-year-old high schooler, who just graduated high school, her eyes are glowing gold as you hand her this paper. And so, this devotee, let's say.
Is her name Midge?
I remember who was who in the little write-up that I did.
I think there was a Lila, not a Midge.
Yeah.
It's
Lila.
Lila.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I forget who had the gold
that's right.
eyes.
There was-
But anyway, yeah, they start up. They become a church. That's where that goes. Also, Abria, I want to just briefly, when Thais leaves, she steps into a hall. It's gorgeous, right? There's like a waterfall at the end, gold accents everywhere, and from what looks like just an awesome lounge, like a thing that you could just drape out, this beautiful woman stands, flowing robes. You recognize her right away as Ocean. And she comes and takes you in a big hug and says, "I'm glad you're home. We'll make sure those boys are okay."
Okay. That's all I want. Oh, God. I didn't mean to leave them so soon.
And that's it for that. It's just...
Yeah.
Let's see. We should do... Well, I know it's not 8 o'clock, but,
I don't know how we can top that.
Yeah. I want to do just a little wrap up of how our characters are doing.
Okay.
Also, I just want to say that in wanting to avert a real funeral, the memorial service ends up being exactly what you saw in your vision.
Yeah.
Fewer tears because the boys sort of understand, but what physical form does Thais take to attend her memorial service?
I think there's just a person sitting in the back with like they're wearing like the rose gold like robes with like the rose gold visor and just sits in the back, and if you like look at them directly, they're not there. So it's that like side perception. Because I don't want like it to be a distracting factor.
Right.
But like I want you guys to understand that I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
I think as the boys like look up and turn around, like I see them sort of like get up on the pew and turn to look at the back, and I just smile and look over at them.
I send Mr. Whately over to sit next to you.
Oh
keep
my
you
God.
company.
I like bounce along with him. We just sort of rub together.
Blorps. You hear like kind of Eve's voice through him. Just go, I love you.
And I give him like a little hug. I love you so much.
And does Raven see her from your spot up at the giving the eulogy?
At the podium?
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
And I probably, I'll say the same thing I did, but like much more than like, instead of crying, like more like, almost like a sermon, like in a way, like more of like a, kind of like preaching this is what she's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Garth doesn't see her. He's focused on something else, which I'll explain
Okay.
when we come around.
Yeah. What's Garth focused on?
Garth is really angry because children should not be without their parents. So Garth has been spending a lot of time up in the garden trying to figure out a way to contact Kronos, who is the Greek titan of time,
Yeah.
who's been locked away by Zeus because he can fuck shit up too much.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh.
So, yeah, Garth might be going a little crazy.
Oh no, we should check on that sweet buddy.
Our buddy was so good and now
That sounds like real good material for season 2.
Right?
Yeah. Jesus.
Super villain Garth.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, that's dangerous business.
He's very upset that this was a choice that Thais took.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Well,
I know what Raven wants to do. Can I?
yeah.
Okay. Or is it just at the sermon? Can we do?
Yeah,
like
no, let's
epilogue?
epilogue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's epilogue.
So I think like Raven has always loved Thais and like looked up to her so much, and I think seeing this like ultimate sacrifice for her friends and family was just like solidified everything. So I think she would at least ask and hope that Percy and they would be okay with her moving in with them. Like completely platonic, but she wants to like be there for the boys, like Auntie Raven. She wants her now daughter self, it's not confusing, to like to grow up in a family.
Yeah.
So in the absence of Thais, Raven's going to step in and finally have a family.
Yeah.
And try and be the mom that like she would think Thais, like try and be like some shadow of what Thais had been. And she might even like try and learn to cook.
Yeah. Thais,
It's her revenge
Yeah.
for all the times you lied.
Yes.
She has turned you into her.
Thais, how many craft singles does Raven serve your children before you intervene?
So many. Like
Just-
the Costco
It's hard
pack.
to muster your divine
Yeah,
power to
not
intervene.
every time. But there was one good time where you had prepared this bounty of bullshit for my family, and you felt this hesitation, and the platter just goes clattering to the ground. And a mirror, like, that's in the living room, that's rose gold, that, like, is specifically there now, like, shifts a little bit, and you hear the squeak, like,
All right, okay, I'll go to Whole Foods. It'll be fine.
and it shifts back in place.
The mirror just comes out from the wall like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Tell Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Let's just go around.
The backpack though?
The what?
The backpack that we talked about earlier?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to do it? Please, you do it. I don't want to do it. This is
Hold
a
on.
you thing.
Let me, I have to scroll back.
Yeah.
All right, let's actually do all the other epilogues first while I scroll and find this.
Sweet.
That was in Slack, right?
Yeah.
Who wants to?
Oh,
Do you want it?
I'll go. So, Eve is kind of similar to Raven, has like figured out this whole family thing thanks to Thais being a shining example, literal shining example. And like tries to be like Auntie Eve and like goes over and like entertains the kids with like making tentacle balloon animal shapes and conjuring weird star shit for them. Just like sparkles and stuff. Nothing dangerous.
Well, as far as you know.
Yeah. Probably fine.
Define danger.
Yeah. Or showing them like weird like quantum science things like, look, I can behave like an electron. I'm over here. Now I'm over here.
But no nosebleeds anymore.
No nosebleeds. No. It's just like teaching stuff, helping them with their homework and stuff.
Yeah.
And then also goes back to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
other thread.
Yeah. Yeah. Goes to college,
Prairie
reports
Dog.
into Dr. Prairie Dog.
Dr. Prairie Dog is a little bit of a different character
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Because as you recall, Eve's history is that she grew up in a science commune where everyone was just doing science and being otherwise pretty normal and nerdy.
I think we decide that everybody knows, like, the
Yeah.
Demi Squad knows both
Yeah.
realities, but, like, normal people only know that I grew up in a science
Right.
commune.
And so the Dr. Prairie Dog now is still the 50-year-old Hermione, but the stacks of books are neat and everything's sort of ordered, and the books that you open don't melt your brain.
Okay.
The door doesn't move.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
it's a little bit different relationship, and yeah.
Summer Text is like, but she didn't get less weird. Damn it.
No, just everything else. I'm still just as
Perfect.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, plus you have 2 whole sets of life memories.
Yeah.
So,
Neat.
That's a lot.
yeah,
A lot of brain space.
Divine intellect. Good call.
yeah,
that.
that would be
Yep.
real difficult without that.
Yeah.
Needed that, yeah. And takes Karen on the occasional space date,
Nice.
like you do.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome sauce.
what's Kinsey up to?
Sorry, this breaks my heart a little bit. Kinsey's future is not quite so happy. Kinsey, who has always been kind of disconnected from everybody around him, now that he can't really touch anyone, kind of pulls away a lot more. He's still like the watchful guardian, like he's always at the house, and always like making things for the kids and entertaining them and all that. Checks on Garth regularly. Checks on Zeke regularly for a little while. But his real bond is with Connor, who seems to be the only one who can touch him for any length of time.
Nice.
So everyone kind of, like Percy and Roman whisper about this all the time. Like, if it wasn't for Connor, it seems like Kinsey probably would just kind of like fade away. But yeah. So.
Okay. And
So yeah, Garth is now on a mission to undo it.
I like that.
So basically, like, he's spending a lot of time in the garden, like, either growing materials to barter with other demigods around the world to track down the information
Yeah.
he needs to confront the primordial god of time. Because gods are dumb, and being a god is dumb, and you should be a person. You should be with your friends and your family.
Oh, I like that. That's intense. That's
So
good.
Okay.
Sorry, let me just.
Like, I have a dumb joke. Like,
Yeah.
at some point, Percy is in the club. And from across the dance floor, like, Thais walks up behind him and says, "You are far too fertile to be up in the club." And, like, taps him on the shoulder. Like, let's go. Not now. This is your shit.
Right, yeah.
That's very good.
That's real good. That's not a joke. That's a real thing that happened.
Yeah, 100%.
That's very good.
Oh, since Thais isn't great with sharing with other people, is it like now he's like yours? It's like no more other goddesses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
she's
with-
running interference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I would
You
love
get
to
Roman
see you.
and
Roman,
Nina,
and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Kenzie, maybe. You have to put on a lot of fireproof things.
Right. Yeah.
Do it.
It's sort of like asbestos.
We've had asbestos fashion before on the show.
Right.
It's true. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I wore an asbestos dress and a skull purse to a gala event in the moat game.
Yeah.
What? That's so
I thought they were going to try and set us on fire.
Yeah.
So
That's fair. Shit.
That's what happens when you're a vampire fashion designer who's afraid of being set on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
very
legitimate
specific.
concerns. It seems fine.
So, a week or so into PT time,
Oh.
post Thais.
Oh,
Um,
it's the year 1 PT.
Well, Raven, you find in a bunch of stuff as you're like figuring out how laundry works.
Oh, God.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
100%.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I think this is a thing that, like, I don't know if did Thais do the laundry or was that Roman's job?
We split it.
Yeah, okay.
We were equal.
So Roman's
equitable division of labor.
Roman's helping you learn how to do laundry. Percy doesn't know how to do laundry either.
No.
God damn
He'd
it.
send it out. He would just
Yeah.
send it out.
Colors and whites and all the jeans together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's funny because that's like my biggest pet peeve with my husband. Is like how to do the laundry right. So he's watching right now. He's like,
Amazing.
But in kind of the back of the laundry room, you find this like incredibly nice backpack, right? And it's kind of this super dark navy blue, and you realize why it looks familiar is it's the scales. It's made out of the scales of the giant lightning snake.
Oh.
And you have this vague memory of Thais handing Llewellyn, the teacher at High Tech High, handing him a bunch of this stuff. We'd be like, "Here, make me a bag."
Uh-huh.
Right?
I needed a new purse.
Yeah.
I got exploded.
Yeah. And so there's this very nice backpack there, and it has some things attached to it. And then I'm going to let you expand on this if any of it needs to be. But there's like some charms on the side of it, and it has a little glass marble that looks shockingly like Mr. Whately, like stars moving inside. There is a piece of obsidian that you could tell because of the little bit of a crack that's in it, or just some of the features of the obsidian, that it's a piece that it's actually the first piece of rock that Kenzie gave to the twins. And it's been shaped into a blackbird. And there is a circular mirror that looks like it's made out of rose gold. It's very, very shiny, reflective rose gold. And there's a ribbon with 2 feathers tied to it that look at first glance like just 2 black feathers. But you can tell right away that these are the feathers your mother left behind. And in the front pouch is like a half-eaten packet of gummy worms from Garth's shop.
Nice.
And there's some other stuff that we might expand on later, but Do you want to
Yeah.
add anything?
You know what? Yeah, if you're like leafing through the different charms, the moment you touch the mirror, you hear like inside but not like audibly, like this is for you. I love you. And I ate some of the gummy worms. I'm very sorry. The boys are a lot sometimes.
Okay.
Also, please separate the whites. Just don't put the jeans in there. God, it's a really nice machine. Let it do the work.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna start shoving the gummy worms right now. Oh God, it's all a lot. But I'm gonna also just like hug the mirror real close for a second, just like, and I'm gonna separate the whites from the other things.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Also, were we going to do the car keys? Remember that we talked about adding car keys to the list
Oh,
for Karen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
I've
do
almost
that.
forgot about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's also a weird set of car keys in there that don't have any sort of like vendor or brand on them or anything.
Okay.
They just look like car keys.
I got a car. She gave me a car too. That's awesome. Excellent.
Those keys don't work for you.
All right.
We ate Garth's gummy worms.
Yeah, I ate all the gummy worms.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oops. Oh well.
No, those are the powerful ones.
That's fine. I need them today. I'm doing laundry. I'm not allowed to use craft singles anymore. I don't know what to do.
This is going to be intense.
It's going to be amazing.
Well, that means you should have saved some because my shop has been dark for a few weeks.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I probably have noticed. Like,
Yeah.
I've noticed I haven't seen you, but I've also been like, I have children and things. And
Aw.
two dudes for being fathers to all these children. And I'm in a house with other people, and I'm in the same house for more than a week at a time. Very
Aw.
strange. So, I'm not going to do very well at this. Like, so there's no identifying marks on the keys or anything like that?
No. I mean, do you want to sort of go through what all the stuff, I mean, because they would probably vibe the,
No, you explain
the different
it.
things.
I like you explain it.
Yeah, okay.
I can roll judgment on something. I'm like, I can be taste. Oh, they're for me.
Let's roll judgment. That's great.
Do it.
All right, let's see.
Why not?
6.
You're not right.
Excellent. You realize it's probably a good idea to call everyone over.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, maybe you just keep the stuff for yourself.
No. All right. Well, I definitely would probably be like wait for like the next time. I'm definitely keeping the backpack because it's for my camera. But so I'll probably like call and like be like, hey, we're having a get together at the house tonight with the kids and stuff. Could you bring food? Like, that would be great if you could bring food.
Bring food. Got it. Cool.
Taste like haunts this house now. Just not good enough.
Do the thing.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of these I could guess. Some of these I'm not sure who you meant for which. So
I mean, yeah.
yeah, so we've got the glass marble.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to give the trinkets to each, like, kind of obvious person.
Yeah, okay.
So you have the Mr. Whately marble.
Yeah.
Um,
Do I take it? When I take it, does anything happen?
Well, I think it's like you just know,
just know that it's
this
for
is
me.
yours and it's
Yeah.
from Thais, and yeah.
very cool. And then
Mr. Whately looks at it, kind of confused.
Yeah, like it looks like you, buddy.
Whoop.
Whoop, yeah. And I just put it on a necklace and like wear it.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to give you the bird.
Onyx.
Yeah, the onyx one that you made. Then what was the
We've got a ribbon with 2 feathers
right?
and the backpack itself.
And the backpack. And there's a mirror, right?
Yeah, the mirror.
Okay.
The ribbon, the mirror, and the backpack are all yours.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gummy worms were supposed
I'm going-
to be for Garth, but
I want to give my own thing back.
Yeah.
Here's your gummy worms back.
I'm going to feel like
I'm gonna tell you, Garth did not answer your call.
Oh, you're. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
God.
That's so sad.
You can't get a hold of him.
I feel like
No.
Eve has probably noticed that his like shop is dark when she's like going to eat breakfast in the ocean. 'Cause she still does that.
Nice.
Yeah. 100%.
She's like, yeah, like he won't even come be bees with me anymore.
Oh, we gotta be friends.
I thought we were gonna be bee buddies. It's like every once in a while you just like, I don't know if you. What is the garden like glass enclosed?
It's like plant enclosed. Like it
Okay.
basically like on the edge of the garden there are these trees that come up and kind of form a like interlocked branch.
Yeah.
You've probably heard some really large hornets like lurking around trying to like look in there. Like, what are you doing in there?
All right.
Well, I can say that, especially after she's trying to like take on the mantle of Thais, like Raven wouldn't like let that stand. I don't know if we want to hold and let that be where we end.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
probably a good place to leave it, though.
Okay.
It's
Rather
I have
than
one more tiny stinger.
yeah.
I don't know how easy it is for gods to go and like traipse into other gods' area, but
I mean,
Thais would love to go visit Loki.
yeah.
And like
Yes.
after she convinces him that they've met before, she's like, this was a quick stop by to let you know that he's coming and he's pissed, and I will help him however I can. Bye. And walks away.
Nice.
Yeah. That's good.
Awesome.
I think that's a great place to leave it.
Fantastic.
Thank you, players.
Thank you.
This was
Never regretted the sentence with more in my life.
I know.
very, very. This was incredible for me to get to test out my game like this with incredible players like you.
It
And
made Garth mad.
I know, it's so...
I wanted to
done
fix
this?
you with gross magic. It was gonna be so gross.
I think she was super afraid she was going to die.
Yeah.
She saw a funeral
Yeah.
scene and was like,
Right.
I won't die.
But-
Yeah.
That's not a
Yeah.
thing that's going to happen.
And did so ridiculously perfectly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
and
crap.
then got the funeral scene anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Damn it.
Oh man. So crazy.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Uh,
No.
Right.
When I, yeah. I really appreciate everybody, like all the characterizations that went in, and Max Karen as well.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
super fun. It was a real hoot to get to do that with all of you, and I don't know. I can't thank you enough. I'm just sort of stunned that we did all that.
Well, thank you for trusting us with the first
Right?
like campaign of this game, and it
Yeah.
was amazing.
I mean, I think your game is good if it makes everyone cry.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
No, I think that's not the game. That's just Jason.
Accurate.
Like that is not included in the Demigods package.
Right, yeah.
This though is like it's like a more weepy version of like when you're a kid and you like have torn through all your Christmas presents and you're like,
Yeah.
but there's no more. I want more.
Well, anyway, yeah, this has
Awesome.
been tremendous. Thank you. The open beta playtest is going to go out to the newsletter group. So if you want to sign up at demigodspbta.com, there's that. You can also find there's a Google Plus group where you can discuss, how you feel about different playbooks and stuff. Is a good place to have a kind of a back and forth chat. You can follow me on Twitter at It's Probably Okay, which now I don't know.
It's not okay.
I'm fine. Jesus,
Not
pretend.
okay.
Please stop.
Fine, we're all fine here.
Fine.
How
She's
are
not
you?
pretend if I believe in her.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
And I'm really excited to put that out. However, I will say all of our newsletter friends, and I'll put this in the newsletter too, that's going to go out hopefully Monday or Tuesday, and then Thursday I'm on an airplane, and who knows. I don't know if Japan has internet or what the deal is there.
A little bit.
No, they definitely have really good internet, actually better than we have. So I'll check in as much as I can. But let's, should we say goodbyes? Or
Absolutely.
anything people want to add? Say,
Do it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
do I have to teach you how to say goodbye?
Yes, yes.
we don't know.
Teach me how to say
Say
goodbye. Sorry, I'm like an emotional mess. First of all, tune in tomorrow night, Monday the 11th. Is that the 11th?
Yep.
And 7 p.m. Pacific. To see me possibly cry for the
we can
third
make
time
Adam
in
cry
our-
again.
Yeah, so go for the hat
Pleasure,
trick
Nick.
of Adam crying in role-playing games on Happy Jacks. Because our Monster Hearts game is also just incredibly amazing, and we're having such
More like Sappy Jacks.
sappy
Sappy
Jacks,
Jacks.
right? Nice, wow.
Hashtag Sappy Jacks.
Michael's leaving.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So also, Abria and I have started a new thing.
Yay!
It is called the Checkers Podcast, where we're discussing identity and politics in geek news and culture. So look for our first episode soon, wherever podcasts are found. And you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Checkers Podcast.
Yep.
Yay!
That's so
And
cool.
you'll be seeing us soon. So, all of those really touchy political things that we don't talk about at Happy Jacks, we don't talk about them on Checkers. So, if you want a healthy dose of checking yourself.
Nice.
That's our motto.
Yeah.
It's not our motto.
It's not our motto.
No.
It's not our motto.
very
But, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yay.
I just need to finish editing it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Awesome. And we have a bunch of games starting up soon. We have Gene X starting on Wednesday, and that's Abria, Michael, and I.
Sweet.
So that's very
Yeah.
exciting. Jib's running that. And we also
Make
have,
Michael
What
mad
game?
at me.
yeah,
He's so mad at me. I love you
Cortex.
so much.
Cortex. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the
Cool.
Cortex system.
Nice.
And it's going to be like gritty superheroes, fun stuff. So it'll be
Oh, I'm
good.
so jealous.
Yeah.
I
so-
might do a bad accent. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Do it!
Do it. Do it.
We talked about it.
Bad
Yeah.
accents are always
want
the
it.
best.
Yeah.
They don't know what you're
Is it-
talking about.
And then we have Stu's Bloodblade and Tusk game is starting soon, which will have Samantha and Abria in it.
Yay!
So that'll be super fantastic. And just all the things are happening. So check out happyjacks.org/schedule. And also check out the forums at happyjacks.org/forums and the Discord at happyjacks.org/discord. I bet you didn't know that was going to happen.
All the things.
Talk about all the things. Let us know what you thought of this campaign and all those places. And I think that's all the things.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on this wild ride.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
Jason, thank you for writing an amazing game.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I
It's
would like
the
to play a
best.
different thing, though. I'm trading my playbook for a new one.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2!
Fingers crossed. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'm in Max. You are listening to Happy Jack's RPG Podcast. I'm in Max. Pursuing the RPG hobby with reckless abandon.